Waiting for notifications. Waiting for all the notifications from the world. World, notify me that we're live, please.
The world. What a glorious place. Seek will lie stretched out before your eyes.
The fuck that come from?
The endless dream guide your weary spirit. Seize it, raise your flag, and stand tall.
Yay, 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 yay,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the time when my search first began, I left behind those shores of sand.
shores of sand.
No, stop. We're all stopping right now. I didn't. I was only going across few lines. No, don't make it more than it needs to be. Please stop. Okay, thank you. This is not how we're getting demonetized today. Not how we get the video demonetized.
No,
today.
that's our own version. Like, they can't demonetize that.
Yeah,
we enhanced it.
Well, we're so tone deaf that I don't think none of us got the melody right.
We enhanced that song right there.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are so tone deaf that that whatever melody was in there and is gone. Just dead. The world. We killed
Darn
it.
right.
We killed whatever that was.
Alright. Go to Limps. No, not that. No, not that.
Yes, that.
Limsa.
No,
I need
not
to go to the
Limsa.
blacksmith guild and turn in a high quality steel ingot.
Copy, copy. Paste. Chia, get off my lap.
Council.
Goodbye, Chia.
Yeah. Not the stern. Port. Side. Alright, where are you, person? Here, Fazbear, take this.
Non-SNES. Fucking thank you, audio, whatever. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. No, there's no hashtag.
Hashtag Omni's dead.
Now he'll be missed.
Yeah. It's a very sad day.
Yeah. Julian killed him.
I did not kill him.
He did.
I isekai Omni to the world of Final Fantasy 1.
Man, that sucks. That plot was very bland.
Well, he's at least he's in the Pixel remake and not the original one where he's bound to die.
The Pixel remake is garbage, but
well, he could die in 5 seconds.
If he was playing the PSP version or the Game Boy Advance version, he'd be okay. But but he's playing the garbage one. This thing just looks horrible. The text boxes are really bad. Like, really bad. They're very, very tiny. And hard to read.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah, I was crafting. Whoops. Got used to autocraft. Wrong button.
Okay, tweeted. Okay, tweets have been tweeted.
Okay.
and Twitter's updated. Okay, and now official intro time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lazy Gaming Guys. Today, I will be streaming Super Mario. Oh, fucking! I fucked up the fucking name of this stupid thing. Mario Golf Super Rush. Scott's
Hey, and
here,
I'm
Jock's
here.
here. Omni's not here because Omni wants to be a butt and not be part of the fun tonight.
Omni is experiencing Final Fantasy 1 for the first time, so...
I mean, there's not much to experience, but, you know, let him learn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He'll come crawling back to us eventually.
Yeah,
Somebody
it'll
sounds
probably be a
butthurt.
week. I give it a week.
Somebody sounds butthurt.
Oh god, it's recording the
Yeah,
audio.
Jock.
Feeling
Stop sounding
neglected?
butthurt.
Is it feeling neglected, Julian?
Give me a second. It's recording the audio. It's recording the desktop audio. Is recording also the audio from OBS. I gotta fix that. It's recording the game capture and the other audio. It's recording two different audios.
Yay! All of the audios.
I gotta figure out how to turn that off.
I really don't like the art of the Pixel Remaster. Like, I'm sorry, I really just don't.
Because I could hear it twice in a row, and it's driving me nuts. How do I turn this off? Nope, still hear the game audio twice, so that means it turned them off. There it goes! There we go, I disabled it. Now it's not going to capture the in-game audio anymore. No, I can still hear it in my ears! Why can I still hear it in my ears? I can still hear it in my ears! Why? Ah! I think I turned off Jacques and Scott. Unless they're just not talking. Say something!
Oh, I was watching a little bit of Omni stream, sorry.
I mean, you should be able to hear us on Discord. Now, Julian's not talking.
I stopped talking for a second because I'm trying to fix this. How do I get the Elgato? Because I can hear the Elgato. Why is it I can hear the Elgato audio in my ears? Usually I can't hear that when I'm streaming. What the fucks? What the fuck? I usually can't hear that in my ears. Why is it I can hear the actual stream in my ears? I gotta turn.
I don't know.
Usually it mutes the stream. Usually it mutes like the stream for me, so I can't hear it when I'm streaming. I'm trying to figure out how to get that to. How do I mute the? No, that's not it. Let's see. I gotta mute this. It's gonna drive me nuts. Because I hear everything in like a stereo, unless someone's watching the stream and doesn't have the audio turned down.
Nope.
God, this is why I should have made. This is why I'm going to have to make a whole other thing for Final Fantasy. I'm going to make a whole other thing for Final Fantasy.
I'm gonna be
for this exact reason.
Popping on to video right about now, but I won't be having audio, so it's definitely not coming.
Alert box. No, it's not the alert box. It's the chat box. Elgato has to be turned on. Game capture. Okay, game capture's on. Why is it? What's this game capture? Okay, let's see what the properties of this are. Capture second window, game capture. This is turned. Yeah, it's turned. Yeah, it's not on because Final Fantasy's not turned on. I'm just gonna disable that. Disable that and. See, I can hear the audio from the preview. Why is it I can hear the audio from the preview? Usually I can't hear that. Ah, my face! Fucking that, my face. You can't see because I had to turn off... Oh yeah, for those who are watching, I can't... My camera's off because my entire closet is in my room right now. I'm not even sleeping in my room. I'm sleeping in the family room because I'm trying to redo my entire closet. Fucking, like, redo the shelving inside and everything. I had to remove the shelves and fucking get rid of... And I'm getting rid of a bunch of clothes that have to be sent to the Salvation Army in the morning. I'm not sleeping tonight.
Have fun with not sleeping tonight.
It doesn't matter as long as I sleep tomorrow. Seriously, I gotta figure out why this dual audio is fucking going crazy. Because it's coming from the audio it's coming from the audio in here, because I can tell it is, because it's not picking up you guys just talking.
I'm totally talking a bunch.
No. Yeah, you guys are talking. Okay. It's not it's picking up you guys talking and the video game at the same time, and I need to turn this off. Because it's picking up the Elgato's audio and the game's audio. If I could just turn off, maybe I should just turn off the game audio and then turn on the Elgato. Then only the Elgato audio will come on, and then I'm not gonna hear it. Grr. You know what? Let me do this. Let's turn this down. Nope, it's coming from the Elgato because I turned it down and I can't hear what's going on. I can't even hear what's going on. It's still coming out of the Elgato. Yay! Yay! Technological problems. Ooh. There we go. Yep, it's still coming. I muted Discord and it's still coming out. What the fuck? You know what? Say something. Nope, it's not picking. Okay, let's see here. Let me edit this. Discord properties. Discord comes from the gaming headset. Oh. Done. Nope, still can't fix. Nope, still not fixed. Still comes out of still comes out the wrong side. Wrong side. We'll go back to muting that and unmute this.
Audio is always terrible.
That's what. Well, that's what happens when I fucked with things when trying to do the trying to get Final Fantasy to work. It's because when I tried to get Final Fantasy to work, it messed with the audio. It completely fucked with the audio. So now I can hear it twice. You know what? Let's try this. Oh, still coming out of the same audio. Even if I use the other stream, sir. If I use my other stream thing, what the fuck's going on here? Check the mixer. Monitor and output.
Did you post a picture of your face with Chia?
Monitor.
Yes,
off.
That's what he put.
Monitor only. Mute
why?
Output. I can't have the camera going right now because it's
Oh, you post. You put that on a stream. I was like wondering why you posted it in the Discord.
Yes. I don't know why you put it in the Discord, but yes,
I put it in
what he's using.
No, god damn it! I put it in Discord because I don't have it on my computer. To save it onto my computer so I can put it on the thing, because it's only on my phone.
There you go, Jacques, that's why. Like, ask and you shall understand.
Fucking ask and ruin the fucking immersion.
My immersion was already ruined.
Anyway.
Julian, I don't know why you're trying to do anything. It sounds perfectly fine. I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah,
I think it's Julian's hearing.
It's me that's hearing it, but I'm just gonna have to. I'll just deal with it. I'll just deal.
So Julian gets to hear us twice.
Yep.
He just loves us that much.
Well, no, I don't hear you twice. I hear the game audio twice.
Oh. That sucks. You should hear us twice.
It's like I hear the game audio and then I hear the game audio again on some kind of weird some kind of weird infinite loop that I despise.
Alright.
I honestly thought the game turned off. The game had a turn off moment, and I thought the fucking screen turned off. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, oh no, it's just it's the game itself. Oh, phew.
Wow.
I guess I had a moment. I'm sorry. Fucking, I can have one of those. Oh god!
Okay there?
No!
Fuck just happened?
That thing better be dead now.
Did it fly to your throat?
The fucking gnat flew in my mouth.
I mean, that's protein.
So Alberto, Charging Chuck, and Toadette were watching Mario Golf on TV.
Yeah.
And so was Boo.
You better hope you really love those characters, because you're gonna be stuck with them for a long time.
No ghost could sleep. You don't just fall through the bed.
Chuck,
I feel like
how
that's a real question to ask a ghost.
So how about that Arthur series then?
I thought Arthur was already ending. I didn't know Arthur was still going. I'm gonna be honest with everyone.
After 25 years?
I totally forgot Arthur's still going. I thought it was done. I thought we were done.
No, it's still going. Well, was still going. I mean, obviously now it is not. Since it has announced that it is. Then.
Well, she can't outdrive me. Sorry, Toda. You're always gonna be playing catch up to the real heavy hitters. Wahahaha. Excuse me, you can't always win in power alone, you know.
Oh,
you gotta keep a level head.
Are you gonna do voices the whole time?
Are you gonna do voices this whole time? Because I'm leaving.
Yeah, I will also second Jock on that. Like,
fine, who needs you?
Because, like, I have better things to do than listen to that.
No, you don't.
I do. I really do.
We both know. You neither of you have anything better to do tonight.
I am playing Final Fantasy 14.
I mean, I have like.
Which is already better.
Hello? Hi? Why am I being dragged into whatever argument you guys are having? The final rookie in your group. Excuse me? You're a rookie too? Well, yeah, I'm wearing the... Except I wear clothes, unlike the rest of you. Normal people clothes. Except for Toadette, who actually wears clothes, even though Birdo doesn't wear clothes. Birdo just wears a bow. So, Birdo, wear your clothes. You're a lady, wear your clothes. Birdo.
Birdo doesn't have to. Birdo doesn't have to abide by your rules.
Charge and Chuck. I hit the long ball. Balls aren't long.
I don't need to know how long its balls are.
Balls can't be long. They're big. If it's a ball is long, it means it's an oval. It's no longer a ball.
Well, footballs are ovals. And they're a ball. There you go. He's just golfing with a football.
I mean, he did get you there to get you there. Let's have you there. Like, just there's nothing that says balls have to be spheres.
No. They're just commonly spheres.
I have a room?
A rugby ball is also more of an oval.
Camp House Mama? You can even call me Mama if you want. I'm not doing that.
Is that like Cooking Mama? She's just Camp House Mama?
I'm not calling you Mama because you're a cross-dressing.
She's a what?
Huh? Birdo. We all Birdo's not female.
What are you talking about?
Birdo's not female, sillies.
Birdo's not what?
Birdo's not female. Birdo's a male. That's what the guide said. That's what the
Birdo
English
identifies as female, sir. Like, now you're just misgendering Nintendo characters, and that's not cool.
Fuck buttons. Chia, stop licking my hand. Not right now.
Like, Omni leaves for one night, and Julian starts misgendering.
Yeah. Sad.
No sleep. I don't require sleep.
No, sleep is for the weak.
Never wake a boo in the middle of a nightmare. I'll do what I fucking well please.
And then when you get your ass cursed, you'll wonder why. Not.
Let me out! I'm afraid it's a bit late. How do you know? I can't see. There are no windows here. Where's the light? Where are the windows? This isn't a. This isn't a. This isn't some. This is a camp. It's a prison.
You know what person that someone's asking if anyone's got materia melding because they need some help? I mean, I could, but I would have to charge.
Like you know what you're doing.
You can't afford my rates.
Like you know what you're doing. Wow, a lot of the people I know are streaming. A lot of the people I watch streams are streaming tonight.
Look, even the black mage is. Look, Lukta's finally pulling his weight.
Let's see here.
Here you go. Yes, I've already seen the cutscene. Hooray.
Ah, you're awake. Good day. Hello! I don't want to talk to you. I will raid the fridge. I can't raid the fridge. Okay, I guess I'll go...
What?
Wait, is this Birdo's room? It's supposed to be Birdo's room? I think this is Birdo's room. Why does Birdo not have a door? Birdo? Well, at least it's already better than the Pokemon house. At least Birdo has their own room.
Or both.
I don't want to go outside. Great, whatever. Fine, I'll go outside. Lob shots. I'll lob you. Bonnie Greens.
I miss MetroCon.
Bonnie Greens? Who's Bonnie? Why am I worried about her greens?
MetroCon was a lot of fun. Now
oh yeah, you went to a convention. How was
fleeting?
How was pandemic convention?
I went to a convention. I had fun. It was fun. Even if the cosplay chess match was not nearly as good as it normally is. But I got to go hang out with Treasure Hunting Sonic. So that was cool. I got to see his collection, which was neat. I had never actually seen his collection in person, and damn, it's impressive.
It's his collection. Whose collection of what?
Treasure Hunting Sonic. He collects Sonic stuff. And like, damn, it's impressive.
Okay, dude, you know what? Random
like,
fucking
and
Cooper
by
and
Sonic stuff, I mean
yelling.
like anything. Like literally anything Sonic.
Listen, like I feel like there was something more to this from your tone when you said like it's impressive. Like,
I mean, like, I took pictures. I showed them in Daniel's Discord.
Okay.
Because Treasure Hunting Sonic is in that Discord. I put it under the collection stuff. But yeah,
like, can I see that? Oh, Collect Collector Center.
Yeah, it's the collection in Daniel's Discord. I forgot the name of it exactly. Collector's Corner. I was supposed to picture of his dog. His dog was a cute little chihuahua who barked like crazy, and then I started petting it, and then it was fine with. Like that dog would not shut up though at first. Feathered harp. Ash.
Okay,
yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. My Discord's acting up.
I'm the clubhouse manager here. Blah blah blah. Rookie class. The head coach is a fucking a hammer brother.
We don't question.
Okay. Yo ho! He says yo ho.
A pirate's life for me?
Go ahead and pass these out. It's your golf watch. He gave me an Apple Watch.
No, it's a golf watch.
It's an Apple Watch.
Golf watch.
Apple Watch.
Golf.
Yo ho.
Okay, you gotta go. Your skill.
Yo ho.
Pirates.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo ho.
Chick in a bikini just standing. Cool. I don't judge. I just get aroused.
Oh, he said something different. He said hey hey that time. Yeah, I quit my golf watch. Oh no, it's Toad.
Okay.
It's Toad. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Ha, you don't have fire.
Alright, it looks like it's working again now.
Yes. The Caddy Master wants to
I'm
meet
back.
up. You have to practice. Excuse me? The Caddy Master?
Scott, you said you posted your collection or he posted his collection?
I posted his collection. I took some pictures while I was over there.
Let's open my golf watch. Press
I just
the X
posted them
button.
up in there yesterday, so. Yeah. Like you just scroll up a tiny bit. And you can see a bunch of the stuff he's got in that Sonic collection.
I can give myself a skirt.
But yeah, he collects anything official Sonic. Like, whether it's toilet
Oh.
paper, whether it's food items.
Should I give myself a skirt?
I forgot to take a picture of
Wow.
it, but he had like he had Spaghettio, like the Sonic Spaghettios
What the
back
fuck?
in the day.
Is it an open can?
He did. They were empty cans. But he did eat them about 10 years after they had expired.
Oh God!
God, is that your hand petting the dog?
Yes,
You just cut your nails, my dude.
I know. But you see, that interferes with Final Fantasy 14 time.
Anything
So,
interferes with you, everything interferes with Final Fantasy 14 time.
I know.
Do you forget to piss and shit
That's
too?
not cool. What? No, I got the bucket. I like how everything went quiet after that.
Just.
Oh,
I'm speechless. I'm left speechless sometimes
Shit,
by the stupid shit that comes out of that mouth.
If Omni was here, he would have gone with it. I miss Omni.
Well, he's not here. He's left.
Yeah,
He
He
left us
left
because
me
of
with
you.
you all.
We're better off without him.
Like, now I
Butt
just
cam
have
is
you and
frozen.
you all.
Lol. The butt. Lol. Camera on the butt cam. Yes, unfortunately, butt cam is not working properly tonight because I have to.
Yeah,
My entire closet is out in my room right now. It's not a very pretty sight.
Yes, Daniel, the bucket. Nice, Bobby. Mine's in the mail. So, well, okay. I say that it's in the mail. I got a thing from USPS that they're waiting on the thing to arrive, but the shipping label was created. So, mine will be in the mail in some time in the near future.
I don't. Yes, thank you for. I know how to fucking stop. Ah!
Alright, let's see. I want to level up my botany skill, but I don't need food items. Like, ingredients suck. Useless. I don't want to make... I don't need meals anymore.
Get fucked, nerds! Yeah, that was a perfect shot. Strong.
That is one issue I've been having, Julian, with this game, is that it's like, there's too many ingredients. So I've been like, screw it, Culinarian and Alchemist will just have to wait. I'll level everything else up right now.
Get fucked,
There's
nerds!
just no way to level up everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that 10,
at
bitch!
once. I don't know what the fuck.
Power! Nice
It's almost like
shot,
Julian's ignoring everything else.
I have no idea what's going on, I'm gonna be honest.
You can tell.
Okay, so let's see here. Yeah! Yeah! There it is! Am I gonna get the green? I'm not gonna get the green. I'm too. Wait, no, I'm gonna get the green or get the blue!
Yes.
Get the red, Ken! Yeah, bitch!
Actually, let's go back to the other one.
Wait, wait. Wait, the speed run, is the speed running thing still going this year?
No, they sent. Well, yeah, it went on this year. It was all
Okay.
digital.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they sent out shirts from it because they have to make them, so it takes a little while.
Oh, I'm supposed to get the 60 points. Okay. 5 more shots are going to get aggressive and set up a birdie. You won't beat me, video game!
I think the game's already won. Since you're
Hi-ya!
yelling at it.
Feel my power! Nine points, nerds! All I need is 10 more and I fucking win. I don't even need all 10 shots. Fuck you. Nice shot!
Either way. I will also say a few games came out this week that were entertaining. Like, Samurai Warriors 5 came out
Samurai
yesterday.
Warriors 5. Shit. Damn it.
That came out yesterday along with Neo The World Ends With You.
Which I have to pick up after I'm done paying bills.
I picked up both my copies yesterday, so
Oh, right, you got it on Switch, didn't you?
yep. I got it for PS4 and Switch. Because I wanted it on the original the console that it would also go with the original game. So I can have them both next to each other on my shelf. And I also got the copy that I'll be playing
that
most.
sexy 10. Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess technically the Pixel Perfect remaster or whatever for Final Fantasy 1 through 4 came out? Or was it 1 through 3?
1 through 3 came out, and then the rest will come out later, which is stupid.
Yeah. So if you want a worse looking version of Final Fantasy 1 through 3, you can play that.
Maybe you might have a playable version of 2 now.
2 is playable on PSP just fine.
Hooray, I did it!
It's also playable on the GBA just fine.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Carry is how far. See,
Then again, Final Fantasy 2 is just a terrible game to begin with, so
True.
like the mechanics of it are just very bad.
I never played it, so I wouldn't know.
So you level up. The concept is not bad, but you level up your stats based on use. So it's like, oh, the more you cast this specific magic, the stronger that magic gets. Or the more you get hit, the more HP you eventually get.
Right.
Like, the more you punch things, the stronger you get. It's a very annoying system because it also doesn't go quickly. It's an issue. Like, there...
Was it? I've played other games that kind of have that.
Yeah, but they probably, did a better version than what the very first game that kind of did that did.
Yeah, suppose.
I mean, Some Call Me Johnny is a great reviewer, and he reviewed that game. And he can, like, if you watch that review, you'll see everything that's kind of wrong with it. It was just not a good game.
No, go in the hole, damn it!
Are you too good for your home?
You got good enough to go in the hole?
You wouldn't think Julian would have problems finding the hole.
Hey.
They'll never find your body, Scott.
You see what happens? We're at each other's throats.
What's the difference? There's no difference.
I think Julian just needs to get laid.
Well, that is also true, but fucking that has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Clearly does. That's why you're on edge.
What do you want from me, video game?
They want you to not suck.
Listen, try to remember everything you learned in hitting the fucking. I just want to get it. I just want to get it into the hole.
Don't suck.
I mean, a lot of us want that, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We all want to get it into the hole.
Like,
Yeah, I did it! Hole in one! Fucking, I got.
us.
See, that time
None
I got
of
into the
those are
hole.
going
First
in
try.
the hole.
I got into the
Did
hole
I just
first
hear
try.
a Julian sigh? Yeah. You're gonna probably hear a lot of Julian sighs.
Got into the hole. Into the hole. Damn it! It hit the pole.
Don't hit the pole, Julian. The pole is your
Yeah,
friend.
I think you need to aim a little. I think you need to aim a little lower if you're hitting the pole instead of the hole.
Yeah. Lower those standards, Julian.
They'll never find your bodies.
I don't know what you.
Yeah, I leveled up again.
Advice. Like that's
I don't
very
know.
practical advice.
I will level up my control.
I mean, like that's like it is very practical advice, Julian. If you're hitting the pole, obviously you're aiming up too high, so you need to go aim a little lower. Unless they're bent over the other way, then in case you're aiming too low. Either way, your aim's off.
Yeah. See? Practical advice.
Okay, time to learn how to putt now. Yo ho! Ugh, good God, this is getting annoying. That wasn't even close. Yeah, in the hole! I am perfect at putting. I am the king putt. Yeah, bitch! Fucking suck it!
You are getting quite excited about this game.
Damn it!
I mean, it's just golf, dude. Chill.
No, you chill! Damn it!
Yeah, it's supposed to be relaxing, Julian.
No, I see him like sit here gloating and shit, and honestly, he just like keeps missing anyways.
Shut your face! Shut your face, you damn bastard! Yeah. I did it. In the hole, bitch. Do it again. In the hole, bitch. I am the god of putting.
I don't know what he's getting all this. All I'm doing is seeing him miss over and over again.
What do you mean miss? I'm getting it in the hole, you bastard.
I saw you get like 9 3 times, like almost in the hole.
You're
You keep
behind.
voting, and
You're
it's like,
behind. You need to fix your
oh, it says live. I hit live. I says fucking
Sure.
live.
Sure, he's crazy. He's crazy. You should probably get the straight jackets. Cause I'm getting it. Cause my thing says I'm live and I'm getting in the hole, and I'm looking at the YouTube stream right now. At Reads That Broke, did you see that De La Hoya is going to fight again? Going to fight again? Let's see here. Stat changes as you increase the blah 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 blah. I am perfect. I got a putting challenge here for you, and I need someone to test on. Oh no, a challenge? A challenge for me? Haha! I'm
Who's
game
La
for a
Hoya?
challenge. I'm the best.
Who's De La Hoya?
The boxer?
Oh, okay. I don't know boxers.
Why does that not surprise me?
I know like a handful. Like Floyd Mayweather. Mike Tyson, of course.
Yes! Yeah!
Who doesn't know Mike Tyson now?
And the whole... Yeah! I do not know.
I do not generally know sports.
Get in the hole! Oh no. I'm really fucking this up. Yay! Nailed it. Totally did that right the first time. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, V's. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing this right the first time every time.
Totally did.
Damn, Scott. Fucking Julian's like, hey, man, like, you know, we're a man short today, so we got to make sure we're on our A game. Let me play golf. Oh god, there's so much to talk about right now. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm so fucking engaged. Holy shit.
Fucking,
golf.
I don't see you bringing up anything to talk about, bitch.
I'm trying to, bro, but it's fucking golf.
You can
Holy
still bring
shit.
up some. You know, we don't have to talk about what's going on the screen. You know.
Oh my god, dude, golf is so fucking
I tried
amazing.
to talk about other things. You were like, "Oh no."
Yeah, you're
Zach's
talking
not
about
like Zach's
murdering
talking.
us. You're talking about murdering us and shit, man. Like we're trying our best here to.
I'm a violent person.
Entertaining.
You all know. I'm a violent person. You all know.
We're trying our best to make golf entertaining. You know, I stopped what I was doing and I decided to come over here and watch the stream.
What?
And like, holy shit, dude, golf.
Oh, see, I just
Goddamn.
have chat open. I'm not like.
That's all I asked
At
for.
least play
That's all I
speed
asked
golf
for.
or something.
I'm doing the story mode. And they have,
No,
and
that's not
unfortunately,
what
I
I
have to learn how to do things before I can. I have to learn how to walk before I can run.
No, you don't. See, look.
Well,
I
the
can run
video
just
game is
fine.
forcing me to. Okay.
Oh shoot, man! Call me when you're done crawling. God damn!
Why'd you choose story mode?
Why'd you choose golf?
I mean, the golf's not like Mario Golf is fun.
Is it fun
Omni
to
streamed
watch?
Mario Golf. I mean, granted, Omni also had Surge playing with him, but
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing.
and they were doing
Like-
multiplayer, and then they also moved on to a
See
game.
that
But-
makes it fun. It's engaging. This is literally just watching Julian hit a ball with a stick into a hole for 3
Can't
hours.
the same be said of all sports.
Yes.
A ball into a stick with a hole. I was very specific with that.
Yeah, and you can stick all kinds of sticks in the hole.
What was
This is
Jacques'
fairly
and what was
true.
Jacques' idea
Some
to
of
do?
it
And
is,
what, and what? And did you have anything to do better? Oh, right. Fucking craft a thing, mine a thing, in a game that's not even Minecraft. Whoopee.
I'm mining
Hey,
and
Ben.
crafting in Craft Mine.
Oh fuck.
Like, it's Craft Mine. It's not Minecraft. That would be copyright.
I think I fucked that up.
Good.
So you just
So you
supplied the answer.
The answer?
I don't know. That's what Bob.
I don't know.
I don't know if Bobby's talking about what we're doing or if he's talking about what he was talking about.
Is it because I started? Well, say why don't you and Julian play multiplayer?
Because
because
neither of them own this game.
Yeah, like he's the only one that owns this game.
I do own that game.
Oh no! I hit a tree.
I just don't find it super amazing, and really don't feel like playing it right now.
I hit a goddamn tree.
So we're back. So we're back to square one with that.
I hit a goddamn tree.
It's a great game. Play together and provide.
God damn it!
Yeah, because right now, if we don't if we don't find some, if we don't make this entertaining somehow, the content will be me bitching about this.
How do we know that the fans aren't entertained? They weren't complaining about it until me and you started talking about it.
I got a bogey.
You got a boogie?
I got a boogie. I got a boogie.
You're not supposed to be proud of your boogie.
No. I'm not proud of my bogey. I was complaining about it.
Then don't suck.
That's a lot.
It's not being bad.
You're asking a lot from me.
It's not that hard. It's just golf.
Holy
hit
shit,
ball
dude.
and it goes in ball things.
I got this. Hiya! I did it. Now this time, let's not hit a tree.
You karate chopped it?
Chia fell asleep. She's twitching.
Good.
She's twitching.
You won't see your embarrassment.
Oh God. Okay. Topic. You know what? I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go read some articles.
Damn it!
I'm gonna go read an article real quick.
No one cares about your science articles.
It's not a science article. It's about gaming, asshole. Anyways,
Are we sure about that?
I'm gonna go read an article real quick to to verify this information, because the news that I'm about to bring up is so fucking unbelievable that you guys are gonna question me when I bring this up. Give me a second.
Yeah, I got a par this time. That's
I don't
better
know.
than nothing.
I doubt that.
Because
I am already skeptical.
You know what? That's not
surprising.
Character for you. No, not surprising at all.
Well, I mean, you're making big claims.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I was gonna read read this headline here. Let me see here. God damn it. Oh, can I X out of this? Can I X out of this? Hold on.
No.
This is awkward, but if you it looks like you're using it. I'm not removing my ad block, you fucks.
Like,
all right.
We need you to not block our ads.
You can suck my cock, okay? I don't give a fuck
come
about
on.
goddamn ads. Oh shit. Okay.
That's
Another bogey. This is starting to seem like me actually playing golf for real in real life.
Yeah,
Fucking sucking.
That's pretty bad. As a person that used to play golf, I'm very disappointed in you.
As a person who only has done real life golf like once or twice in his entire life, get off my back.
Okay. So what was it? U.S. states ban certain Alienware PC sales because they use too much power.
Yeah. It's not what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
I've looked at
a little bit, and it still sounds dumb as shit.
So Jacques, they're trying to stop the Bitcoining mining. That's what they're trying to do.
See, no one's brought that up. This is the first time that I've looked into any of this. It's the first time anyone's brought that up. That's what they're trying to. That's what they're trying to block. Because at the same time, it's still like.
Where was it talked about?
Hold on, let me see here. Certain pre-built Alienware
how am I
gaming
supposed to mine
PCs
for
can
my
no
Bitcoin
longer legally be sold in half a dozen United States due to U.S. states due to recently passed power consumption laws, as reported first by the Register.
Give me a second.
Spotted by Vice. Some of Dell's Alienware, what was it? Aurora 90, Aurora R10, and Aurora R12 gaming PCs are no longer available for sale in California, Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Heading over to Dell's website and looking to purchase certain configurations will display a warning
Woo!
message to buyers, and indicating that it will not be shipped to those hang on, provinces due to power consumption regulations that have been adopted in those states. Dell notes that any orders that are slated to
Right,
ship to
because
those states will
it's
now be canceled.
affecting. I read it earlier. It's affecting the sleep mode, stuff like that, power consumption during sleep mode, and things of that nature. It's not like it's very much supposed to go against Bitcoin mining, what they're trying to stop.
Let me see.
Which, if they can go against that,
Okay,
then they can
here's the
start
bottom of
actually
the damn
trying to
article.
drop the prices on stuff.
Yeah, this is here we go. At the bottom of the damn article, and say while regulations could help minimize the carbon footprint of computer hardware, like stay yeah, that's. Anyways, it is unclear whether they would apply to crypto mining rigs, which remain legal in California. Forecasters have said that Bitcoin mining alone could consume as much power as Italy in less than 5 years.
Yeah, but
So, I mean, they literally just say it doesn't affect Bitcoin mining.
Sweet.
it's also only affecting pre-builds, not if you
I mean,
buy
and
the
then
exact
that's
same
the thing.
parts and do it. You're fine. That is perfectly allowed.
Okay, so let's read the comment on this. All right, that's because of Bitcoin mining drains the power grid. Secret Service and the FBI get involved with the power companies every time that happens, which these days are very frequent. That's what Bobby said.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Was it had to do with Bitcoin mining, not.
That's what the government
Well, I
wants.
mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the major thing. Here's the major thing. People aren't using pre-builts to mine. That's the thing. So
They
why
are
are we?
some of them. Like,
The people who are making the
it's
people
much
who are,
easier and cheaper to buy a pre-built
Okay,
to do it.
so
than,
I'm gonna say this: the people who are making the most money on or who
they're not
are
trying to
actually
get the people making the most. They're trying to get the common one.
the most common. Because the thing, if you are okay, let me see. If I'm average Joe, okay, I'm gonna buy a pre-built gaming PC to mine cryptocurrency, right? I'm the average Joe. I'm not gonna make shit because I'm competing with people who like fucking rent out a shit ton of land, buy a shit ton of graphics cards, and put them ring them and plug them up together to do a shit ton of mining. These people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get these big gigantic mining operations that no average person can compete with, and they're the ones consuming the most power. So, like literally, this, even if this is targeting minors, this is a drop in the bucket. This is this is like, let me see if I can get a good
Jack, it's
example.
probably also
Targeting
only the
minors.
first thing, like not the only thing.
I mean, targeting
Like
again,
just the
targeting
first
pre-built.
wave.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but
I
it's
accidentally
only
switched my club.
select
I'm
pre-built.
an idiot.
Not every pre-built. Most people aren't going to be buying those select pre-builds. I mean, I wouldn't be buying that select pre-built.
You know, because what was it? Let me see.
I'm gonna miss that. No, stop. No, bad kitty. Yeah. And I missed it again. Serious. Yay, I did it. Fucking double bogey. Yay. Anyway. Sounds like once again Bitcoining is ruining the world.
I
I mean,
mean,
it is.
it's because his thing. And it's because people like human beings in general just don't have like a moderate setting. It's just like whenever something happens, you just got to take it to the extreme. You know, everybody's got to want to do something, and everybody's got to bring it to the absolute extreme. Like, and that's the thing that's kind of ridiculous about that's the reason why we can't have good things, basically. Like, you know what? Here's something that you don't think about. You know, you ever got the guys thought about how the absurd idea of disposable plastic, like how absurd that is. Like you wrap like a candy bar in like a plastic wrap, right? And, or a candy bar, like a piece of candy in plastic wrap, right? And the whole point of that is to like unwrap the candy out of that, like, put the candy in your mouth and throw the plastic away, right?
Correct.
The thing about it is that plastic is going to last longer than our society. So why?
Because it's called convenient, Jock. What else are you gonna wrap it in?
You can wrap it in something that is going to like that at least take, I don't know, like 3 years or hell even 10 years, 20 years maybe to decay. I don't know. You could like there's other materials out there that you can like use it to make it take some kind. It take like however many like years. Hell, it could take 100 years of decay, and it'll still be better than something that's literally gonna last freaking like 100,000. Like that's not even 100,000, like millions of years.
Okay, you can't even give a solution. So
what was it like wrap it? Was it like wrap it in like wrap it in paper? Wrap it in freaking what you call them like wrap it in like some kind of foil material, some like there are other like materials that are biodegradable that will break down over time. Plastic has a half-life of freaking like.
How expensive are those? How well do they handle the food items? Would they transfer any flavor to the food items?
I'm saying well, we've used these things in the past. And here's the thing: yes, plastic is like cheap to make, and that's the issue. And that's kind of thing with humanity. It's like,
Jock, people used to put
it's a bad idea.
Like copper into pickles to make them green. That doesn't mean that we should do it again.
No, I'm saying like this thing, Scott. You don't think it's a problem that we have like literally plastic has gotten into every single part of the world?
Like,
I mean, there are solutions. Not just be like, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a scientist. The thing is, the actual solutions are going to require us to spend a little bit more money. And you know what? I mean, that might be worth it to not have plastic literally destroy the fucking planet.
Prices are already going up on their own, like without it.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, it's like literally freaking having plastic like plastic literally in our foods and ruining our health worth spending a little less on that food. I mean like the microplastics literally get in our food and get into our health and actually fuck with our like systems and actually give us poorer health. That literally a lot of like that is actually something that happens, and
we live longer now than we used to.
Well, the thing about it is, it's like what we have in our society is we have like things like that which give us poor health, but we have medicine that allows us to live longer with poorer health. So like. That's the thing. It's we live longer, but we're sick. No. So instead of living longer healthy lives, we live longer unhealthy lives. And it's like, is that straight? Can we live longer healthy lives? Like can we like honestly, I'd rather die when I'm 50. I'd rather die healthier when I'm 50 than die super unhealthy when I'm and can't get out of bed when I'm 80.
I'd rather live to fucking 80 so that I can, be alive longer.
Why? Why would I want to like be 80 years old and can't get out of bed and fucking like have to roll around the walker,
get out of bed
in the water. There it goes. Bye.
I watched I watched actually a few people in my life like die when they're in their old age. Only one of them had a death that was that was like not suffering. Every single person who died, every single person in my life who died suffering. Every other person in my life who was old and they died suffering. Only one, my grandfather, was a person like he was like changing. No. He was like changing a light bulb, and then like his body was like, "Up, it's time," and it was out. Everybody else were like losing their memories. They were like they were slowly dying, and the medicines and all the stuff they were taking were just keeping them alive. It was keeping them alive, and then they.
God! I just hit it the opposite. You know what?
And their death was just very unpleasant for them and everyone around them. That never happened. And watch them slowly die.
That never happened.
This is also probably not something we should be talking about on stream. But
one, it's a topic, and two, it's a very not pleasant topic, but we don't always have to talk about pleasant things.
Yeah, you're wanting to basically be like, no, I'm gonna die young. All right. Well,
I mean, I'm not saying that I want to.
I don't want to.
I'm not saying that I want to. I'm just saying that I'd rather.
You said you would rather.
I don't want to suffer. Is it so wrong to not want to suffer in my old age?
But you're also assuming that you are going to 100%.
What I'm saying
no
is
way around
people,
it.
But most people,
compared to, well, why don't you just eat healthier and things like that?
Here's the thing about it is,
in later
that's the thing about it is, you don't understand. When we go back to the topic, plastic is literally in everything. Literally, they found plastic inside of animals at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Do you know how insane that is? You cannot escape it. No. Plastic is literally going to be in it's literally going to be in almost everything you eat.
So then it's already going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it at that point.
I'm just saying we should. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. This idea that let's save money by not what was it?
Well, why not save the money now? Since it's already going to happen anyway.
It's a bad idea.
If it's gonna happen one way or another, I would rather have it cheaper, during it.
Well, I mean, I literally have no other choice, and that's the thing that's fucked up when people make choices. People make choices for you, and you just have no other choice. You have no other choice. You have to accept. Well, everybody else doesn't care about this plastic. So I guess I will just die of illness, probably caused by microplastics in my systems, because nobody else cares to do anything about it. I by myself don't have the power to do anything about it.
And you're also assuming that's what's going to kill you. Out of all the thousands of ways that can kill you in this,
thing about it is,
in this life, you're assuming that's what's going to kill you.
The thousands, the thousands of things that could happen, a lot of them can and are caused by the microplastics.
So you getting stabbed tomorrow is just because of microplastics.
I say a lot. And most, you know what? I'm gonna say this: most people in today's society die of illness. Most people in today's society die of some kind of illness. Most of those illnesses, or a large portion. I don't know.
More like a conspiracy theorist.
Portion of those illnesses.
But it's all the microplastic. That's all.
I'm not saying it's all the microplastic.
It's all of these illnesses.
Dude,
kill you.
I'm literally only following the basic consensus of what scientists say. I'm not being some kind of conspiracy. This is the basic consensus of what a lot of climate scientists, health science. This is the basic consensus. I'm not fucking watching some random YouTube video of somebody talking about this shit. I'm this is the basic. This is the basic consensus.
Yep. This couldn't have been caused by anything else. They had to have died of microplastic.
I'm saying, and that's the thing. That's a very simple, what's the word? Way of thinking about it, because it's not it's not this this equals this. It's that heavily contributes to it. It's It's like a statistic. It's like essentially like, yeah, there's other things that could also contribute to our illnesses and death. It's just that one contributes a lot, and removing that means that would contribute less, which means that we would have to deal with less.
Okay,
but it's
can
not
you
like,
also prove that this person died of cancer? Oh, that was a microplastic. Because you're just like, well, it can maybe potentially cause this. Well,
but here's the thing.
Okay,
Here's the thing.
how many cases of cancer were microplastic?
I mean, that's the hood, Scott. But that's the exact thinking. That's the problem. It's like, oh, can you prove that is this? Well, statistically, yeah. But oh no, but can you say that this is? Well, here's the thing. A lot of things are a no on that, but that's the reason why we don't do anything about it. That's the reason why. Oh, yeah. Well, we can't quite prove that the exact that's exact thing has led to this exact case. Yeah,
right, but just saying like,
that means that knowing that we have knowing that that's a possibility, but even though we know that's a possibility, we can't prove it. So that means we should do nothing.
Well, you've already said that there is nothing you can do.
No, there's nothing I personally can do, but right, like literally,
but if it's already in the fucking. Like in all the animals and stuff, it's like, okay, so there's nothing you can do at this point.
I'm not trying to say that there's something I should. I'm not even saying that you should rally up and do something, because here's the thing: you're just as helpless as I am. The issue is the issue is the fact that like society as a whole, like that society, not even society as old, like those who are in charge, like these corporations that want to save a buck, right? I'm not going to sit here and defend their like their what you call them. Their like desire to save money over the lives of people.
My problem is
they're willingness to ignore science.
They're going to, take it out on us and just be like, okay,
well, here's the thing.
Well, we're not going to pay more. You're going to pay more. Because that's what they're already doing with all of the inflation going on right now. They're saying like, all right, it's all going to be on you.
That does, and that's freaking awful. That is the world we live in. This is true. But the thing about it is, it's like I'm the thing. If the government was like, hey, okay, you know what? Listen, y'all can't use plastic anymore, like for like disposable plastic anymore. If you're using plastic, it better damn well last much longer time, because like a plastic straw. It's a good example. Although I will say this, freaking paper straws do suck. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking.
We need to find a way to make them last longer.
Yeah,
like whether it's like a wax coating or something, like. Because that's
the problem. You damn bastard!
They dissolve so damn quick, and then you're just having a nasty or like papery.
Yeah. No, they're fucking terrible. Like,
have you tried? Awful. Have you actually used metal straws before? Like that shit feels. That shit feels weird on my teeth.
You said metal straws?
I don't know. Yes. My issue with metal straws.
I've used metal straws before.
My issue with them is just keeping them sanitary for me.
Yeah, that would be my issue as well.
Cleaning them out,
it's like keeping them sanitary.
I'm gonna hit that tree.
That's my only issue. Like, I have nothing against metal straws, and
I had one actually. I actually left it somewhere, but it was actually pretty. It was like collapsible. It had like a little like cleaning thing on it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have anything really against metal straws. I just like, like to Scott's point.
Dude, you suck, Mario.
Keeping them sanitary.
Dude, Mario, you suck.
Like, I am very specific about food sanitation with Ian.
Yeah.
As far as, like, because I know, like, people will be like, because if I wash my hands before I eat, I cannot touch anything other than the food. Like, if I touch anything else, I have to wash my hands before I can touch food. Because it's like, no, my hands are clean right this second. If I touch something that is contaminating the hands, and then I just defeated the purpose
of
washing them before I ate.
What about
I cannot touch the plate.
That's easy.
Like, I cannot touch the plate. Like, the plate has to already... Like, I will literally have the plate already down on the table, wash my hands,
come back
and sit down.
Dela is too old. Was it yeah, pennies on a dollar at your local craft store, Target. What? Actually, no, I already did say that's easy. Use a pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
I already read that one, Julian.
Daniel was just mentioning to Bobby about De La Hoya.
Let's see. Now, pennies on a dollar at your local
But yeah.
craft store.
Yeah!
Target and Walmart sell them.
Sometimes
sell them
those
too.
pipe cleaners aren't small enough either to get all the way in there, because some of those metal straws are really tiny openings.
That's why I like the straw I had that came with like a cleaner.
Yeah. But even then, like, to me, it would never be sanitary. Like, because how do I put it back into the case while being sanitary and then using it again? Like, I would have to
I should have put a spin on it.
use it once, take it home, immediately wash it all, like, wash out the container that it's in, and then, like, it'd be a very big issue for me.
Boo!
Like,
That's not fair!
And that's just
definitely
how
more work.
I am. It's not speaking for anyone else on that.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely more work. It doesn't
that's
really
me.
concern me too much because I don't really use straws unless I'm given a straw. Which honestly, most of the time I'm not.
I use straws for a lot of things because I don't trust the sanitation of the cup that, like the lip of the cup that I'm putting my mouth to.
Yeah, honestly, I should
Because like
probably
people will
invest in a metal straw.
hold the cup and stuff like that to put it on the table or
Yeah.
things like that, and I'm like, I don't trust putting my lips to the outside of that cup because you were just holding it. You just had it against the little thing for ice, or you just had it against the little thing for the fountain drink. And it's like, nope, I
I give you that.
I don't trust that. Like, I would rather. Same with like a can for cans of Coke or something. Like, I use a straw because, like, I mean, we don't clean the top of that can. You're just putting your lips all over it.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Like, to me, it's just like, no. I use straws a lot, but I would, with a metal straw, I would have to use, like, I'd have to clean it after every single use, along with the entire container and everything else. Like, it rough for me. But
Yeah. Like, I definitely. Yeah. Let's say, like. I mean, I think most people agree that plastic straws are like a problem. They're good at what they do, but like afterwards, it's just like, yeah, they while they are good at what they do, after you're done using them, it's like, well, it's a problem because you only use them once generally, right? So, I'm sure there's people out there who don't.
Not in the bunker!
Power to them, I guess. I don't know how sanitary it is to like reuse like a plastic straw over and over again. That sounds a little gross.
That's insulting. That's insulting. That's insulting. That's insulting. How?
What?
How dare they?
I don't know what. Were you reacting to?
He got it. He practically caught it on the second shot. I've been destroyed.
yeah, it's almost like he doesn't suck.
Waluigi, this
Yeah,
is the only thing you're
but-
in. They're supposed to be good at
but
these
like,
sports
a lot
things.
of us, most people, I think they like, most people agree that like plastic straws are generally a problem. And there isn't a super good solution. Although I don't think like a lot of people are trying hard enough on finding a good solution to them. Though that's another thing too, because like paper straws is a really half-assed solution. And I don't know. That's probably I really don't want to get into like the argument of like or at least dive more into the argument of politics and economics because I flirted with it a little bit, but like, what was it?
And I won't let you.
I won't delve deeper than this, but that is like one of the criticisms of like capitalism as a whole, where it's just like, oh, if you can't make
Jock,
like,
you're doing the
profit,
thing that you just said that you weren't gonna do.
I'm not gonna delve any further. I'm just gonna mention it real quick. It's just like, I'm not gonna like sit up here and elaborate.
We both know that you can barely do that.
Anyways, let me just freaking finish and then I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna try to stop as soon as possible. Anyways, like that's like the argument is just like, yeah, you don't like, like that's when it works against itself in the sense that like if people are only looking to make money and looking for profit, it's like this may be better, but it doesn't. But it's not as profitable, so we're not going to do it. And that is kind of a flaw. But that's all I want to say.
Damn it! So close. Almost made that shit too.
Oh god. Oh god.
No!
So Nomura has hinted at what will be after Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, what's that? Wait, Tetsuya. Oh god, what is it?
Oh no, he's going crazy. He's officially losing it, isn't he?
He hinted that it would be a Final Fantasy X-3.
Oh right, that.
Huh?
So Nomura has been trying to make Final Fantasy X-3 a thing for a long time.
Why? What would it be?
They've already got the scenario prepared should the continuation ever be declared.
You know what? Hold on, Julian.
Yes.
You were talking about like Luigi earlier. Who you playing with right now?
I'm playing with Bowser. I was Waluigi earlier.
Oh, you lost. Okay, that's
Yes, I did
okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were Mario for some reason.
No,
he loses.
No, I lost.
Like normal.
Oh, that explains that.
Bitch! After all that shit, you didn't
No,
even make it close to the hole. Oh wait, too much spit
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
and I
on
guess
that ball.
Blizzard Activision is like self-destructing, so...
Oh yeah, there's that. So Blizzard Activision did a bad thing. Very bad. Let me bring up the thing I clicked on. I actually had this ready earlier, but I closed it. Let me put this hole and kick Rosalina's ass real quick. Fuck! Fucking missed that shit. Missed that shit by a second. Fuck you, game. How did she fucking get it in there? Fuck you.
Yeah, I do know that... I guess they did some bads. We'll find out once it's in court and all of the facts come out. Like, I'm withholding my full judgment till then.
Okay, Activision Blizzard's in the middle of a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yeah.
The state of California is suing Activision Blizzard, not people. The state.
No, the people are as well.
The people are as well, but yeah, like the state itself is now also part of this lawsuit.
Yeah, but
It's a class action lawsuit.
like
people.
I said, but class action. The people are going against them.
Shit.
Class action.
Oh shit.
Um,
Because like this has been a known thing for a while that apparently Activision Blizzard has had a this bro style fucking bro lifestyle in the offices for a long time, where they're like fucking college dudes fucking doing whatever fucking what they well please, and fucking just doing whatever, and the female associates pretty much being harassed all the time. This is not. It's not something that's just
that's
popped
what's
up recently.
being
It's been
alleged
something
right now.
It's been something that's been going on for a while.
but because again, we don't know all of the facts. Because that's what courts are for, is to have everyone give all of the evidence, and then.
But it's not like Activision hasn't been part of some bullshit before.
Right, but I would still withhold personal judgment until all evidence is out. But I know that there have been issues currently, so it's definitely a thing that you're probably gonna see a lot more WoW people like coming to.
Yeah, people are playing.
FF14.
No, people are.
WoW is
Overwatch,
also going to
WoW,
be censoring things right now.
people are boycotting. Oh, WoW, fucking Overwatch. The people who still play Diablo.
I like that the Overwatch community is, because they're the most toxic, like, fucking online community. So, them doing it is just kind of like, no, you're not actually doing it, guys. Like, you're just claiming it to try and get some cred back. Like...
Yeah, it's like, what's the good of giving me the option to putt if I already lost game? Fuck you. I'm still winning. Somehow. I don't know. I don't get points.
Oh my god, there was a Japanese dude, like an old Japanese man, that he got vaccinated 4 times for coronavirus. Because he figured that it would be more effective that way. Like, he can have all of the antibodies.
It's like it can't touch me if I have all the if I'm healthy as fuck.
It's like the infinity stones of antibodies there.
It's like I get more than one shot, if I get like 5 shots, it can't get me now. That's twice as much coronavirus. That's twice as much. Like if I get 6, that's 3 times as much. The fuck, bitch! How? What the fuck? How did she? You know what? You know what? I didn't even get a chance to get a second shot in. That's bullshit. This bitch is cheating. The bitch is cheating. Fucking Rosalina's cheating. Fucking this game is rigged for the mayor. This game is rigged towards the mayor. This is a rigged game. I tells you, rigged. Oh, too far. I spun it too far. God damn it.
I do like when people bitch about difficulty settings. And it's like, you don't have to use them, guys. Like,
you don't have to use them.
Like,
right, Jack?
Because I guess...
I just got back.
I guess,
you don't have to use people complain
yeah.
about difficulty settings. You don't have to use them.
Yeah, because
right?
Psychonauts is adding in a difficulty or an invincibility toggle for people that, you know, have disabilities or something like that want to be able to play the game and things of that nature. And it's like, people are like, no, fuck you, and everything else. And it's like,
what the
you don't
fuck?
have to turn it on, guys.
It's for people with disabilities?
Well, they said so that anyone can enjoy the game. Like, it makes it accessible to everyone to have this option that you can turn on if you would like, and that's it. And it's like, well, yeah. And everyone's like, fuck you, and it's like, you don't have to turn it on, guys. Like, everyone's like, no, you shouldn't be making games easier, and it's like, they're not. They're just giving an option to people. Like... I don't understand the hatred for things like that, because it's like, they're not making the game easier for the average person. Like, you don't have to turn it on.
Get down from there,
Rift
get off the
Apart
fucking
also
counter,
on the easiest
off the
difficulty
table.
made you invincible.
Fucking, I don't know,
You don't have to play on the easiest difficulty.
Well, what was it?
Like,
I would say like yeah, like it's probably damn, Julian, you suck. But fucking yeah, I mean when it comes to that,
Kiss the flag.
yeah, like I wouldn't bitch at the company for putting in the setting. I feel like as like individuals who like play like you know, individuals who like play the game, if you like, you know, if you're pretty much like playing the game and you're just like, I don't know,
Are you eating?
like I don't want to
Yes, he's eating.
do I don't
he's
I,
not
like,
doing it super loud, so I don't mind right now. Like,
I don't like, you know, want to experience any like challenge in the game. It's just like, I don't know, feel
up to them, though.
maybe
Like-
yeah, I mean it's up to you. I feel like you may be cheating yourself from experience, but it's up to you.
Oh, now
like,
it's up
it's
to you.
how they want to experience the game.
Oh, now it's up to you. Now it's
But-
up
It's
to
like
you.
the
Where was
creators of Double
fucking-
Fine were
Where was the
We're saying
fucking
when it's
fervor
like about
and
stuff.
where was the fucking fervor and
Yeah.
anger last time we talked about that? Last time we
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about this.
I mean, here's the thing. I still feel like this. People who generally who generally avoid challenges, and like and like in pretty much like in life in general. Actually, I want to say this.
Yeah,
In life
but
in general,
just because
is
in a
bad.
video game
Mhm.
is not life in general. That's
true.
a hobby that
I
you're
will say
just
this, though.
playing to unwind.
Well,
Like,
that's true. But I will say this
not-
though, because I did want to ask a question. I kind of wanted Omni to be here because I also wanted his insight. So I wasn't going to ask this question on this stream. But since this topic is brought up, I wanted to ask you both this question. And I want to ask Omni too. But it's not here. But what was it? So let's say like the both of you guys. If you guys were to like become like billionaires or whatever, right? And had the opportunity to remove like all like sense of like any like struggle, like concept of struggle from your life, like anything that you didn't like, basically. Would you like if you took that that opportunity, do you think you'd be happier?
Bro,
you
I would
think,
just
like,
go
removing-
hermit myself in the woods.
Like do you think like
a house,
removing
an internet? And
yeah,
yes,
do you think moving a concept of like any struggle from your life would make you happier?
no stress in my life?
No stress, zero stress in your life.
Considering that stress is the #1 killer, yeah. Like, I would say that makes you better off. Like,
Well, okay, so yes, it's true that stress is the #1 killer. However, I argue that
shit, you didn't even make it close, bitch.
hold on, okay, what was it? I argue that like yes, stress is the #1 killer. However, human beings need some level of stress. Like stress is somewhat important to our lives, because the thing about like, and if I want to put it simply, the thing about like life is that happiness is you don't achieve happiness from removing like stress or stuff, or removing challenges in your life. You
really
you
feel that
achieve
just
happiness
depends on
from
the person.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, here's the
Two
thing,
people,
like
every person is not built the same way.
in the concept
Like-
of in this concept, because like this is something that somebody actually because I asked some employees this too, and he told me something that like I forgot who he was. It I forgot, somebody had said something, but anyways, that like happiness only exists in contrast to sadness. Like in sadness, like happiness is happiness and sadness exist in contrast to each other. If the one doesn't exist to contrast off the other one, then then neither exist.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of multimillionaires are decently happy.
I mean, but here's the thing: like
You don't
the
see Bill
multimillionaires.
Gates out here committing suicide.
No, here's the thing: but Bill Gates isn't just sitting there like not like just sitting there
Think he's
enjoying his
doing
wealth.
nowadays.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Right now he's working on technologies to make nuclear energy
You
more
think there's
efficient and better.
No,
And that
you
is a
think
challenge.
There's stress in that? Not really.
I mean,
there's
like,
a challenge
yeah.
to it, but it's
Yeah,
more of a
there's a challenge
hobby
to it.
for him at this time. There's no
but
stress in that.
But there's a challenge
Like, he's
to
not-
it. It's something that he can.
He's not
possibly
worried
fail at.
about like.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
give you
not
an
worried
example.
about anything.
I'm gonna give you an
like,
example of a billionaire.
No,
Hold on, I'm gonna give you an
no.
example of a billionaire who actually removed every bit of stress from their lives, and they were not happy. It's kind of weird too, because well, not weird. I remember when this happened, and I remember everybody was like saying, "Dude, you have like
I didn't want to hit that.
you have $2 billion in the bank." Like, dude, like, what? Why are you like? What do you mean you're lonely? Like, what do you? But like, you're hanging out with all these celebrities, and you have $2 billion. Think you live in this big ass house? It's fucking like a notch. The creator of Minecraft. So I just like, this is actually what got me thinking about this. Like last week I watched like a video essay about like like what happened to him and why and why he fell out of like the like. I guess like the gaming community kind of fell out of love with him.
Yeah,
Jesus, you
exactly.
way overdid that. But he what was it? The interesting thing about it was he like kind of like slowly removed like a lot of different like a lot of different like stresses in his life. And one of the things he did, one of the major things he did was like people were complaining about Minecraft, right? And he wasn't even like the one like, oh, Scott had to get off and come back. Oh wait. Okay, I didn't realize you were gone. But you're back? Like you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what Notch, one of the things Notch did was like you know, he was working on mine he was no longer working on Minecraft. He was like the majority owner of Mojo. He was like, I think he owned like what was it, 60-something% of Mojo.
All the green nerds.
People were complaining about like, oh, you know, like the new updates to Minecraft, how they didn't like it. And he's and he went on Twitter and he was like, hey, you know, does anybody want to buy like my half of Mojo, and so I can like, you know, just be done with this. I'm sick of being like, you know, people being mad at me for shit I didn't do, right? And then Microsoft, you know, and he was serious. He was serious, not serious. You know how it is when you're complaining about something and you don't think anyone's gonna bite, but if someone does bite, you are gonna take it, you know, kind of thing. So that's the way he commented this, right? And then Microsoft came in and said, "Hey, we'll give you $2 billion for it." And he's like, yeah, I'll take that." You know, like I think it was 2 billion. It may have been a little under 2 billion, but it was like really close to 2 billion. If it wasn't 2 billion, but he's like, yeah, I'll take that, right? And then so he took that, and then pretty much like he went on to live the dream. He bought like a gigantic fucking house. He had like, he threw crazy big parties with a bunch of celebrities and people, like the people like in like the celebrities and stuff. They knew him as like the party guy, because he would throw these crazy parties and like, you know, just like and live the dream, right? And then but then like, you know, one day he started talking about how even though he has all this stuff, he still feels like lonely and unfulfilled in life, right? And people was like, and I remember a lot of people getting on. It's like, what do you mean? You have all this money. How can you be sad? You know, like you. It was like people were just like outraged at the fact that he could be sad because he's a billionaire. Hobby? Like, I mean, that was kind of like the problem. He was just having fun. He didn't have anything.
See, that's the whole thing.
He didn't have any.
You got a hobby. Like, I got a backlog of games. I'm just gonna play some video games and watch some anime. I mean,
what was it?
Like, I don't need, like, that's all I need. Like, but I can't fail like, watching an anime.
I mean, I'm sure he was it like had like let's think this. I'm sure he had like games he could play. I mean, she was a video game developer, you know, who made like one of the most iconic games in freaking decades.
Mean that he played a lot of games.
I feel like. I know there are some developers out there that play games, but I feel like
a lot of people just see it as
indie developers,
like or they only really loved their game. Like,
you know, I'm thinking like indie. I feel like with indie developers, those like indie developers that don't play games are very far and few in between, because they had like the reason why they started developing for games and became an indie developer in the first place. A lot of them, most of them, was because they had passion for video games. You know, like. Yeah. So I mean, I highly doubt he doesn't play games.
Just like just like coding and stuff like that.
You know, I mean, like that was the thing. You know, like especially if you like coding.
But I also think that you're getting stress and a challenge also confused.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The thing about it is
because
a challenge
is not good. A challenge is different. You think, like, for example, okay, Bill Gates making a new system. You think that failure really matters that much? Like, it sucks for him.
I'm sure,
but it's not going to cost. It's not going to be like, oh shit, I'm going to be homeless if I fail.
Here's the thing. You know, there is a such thing.
Like,
okay, so here's the thing. There's a such thing. So this is the concept that like I don't think like a lot of people think about. There is a such thing as healthy stress. That is a such thing. Being afraid of losing your home is not healthy stress. Like, being afraid of, if I can't do this, then I lose everything. That's not healthy stress. That's an example of the extreme. However, there's a such thing as healthy stress in many different cases. Give you a couple examples. One, a little bit of a more obscure example. When a lot of people they don't fast, right? I say fasting is healthy. One thing, but what the fasting does is it puts stress on the body and it kills off weak cells. However, when those weak cells die, the stronger cells then they continue to live on and divide, thus making your body stronger as a whole because the stress killed off the weak cells. A more straightforward common example would be when you exercise, you stress your muscle fibers and you tear and break your muscle fibers, and then they grow back to become stronger.
On your brain, though.
That is
that's not. You're not stressing your brain by working out.
You stress your brain.
You're not
you stress your brain. You know what's stressful?
It's stress on a specific
body
part, not your body in general.
Your brain works. Hold on, you got to think. Remember, your brain works a lot like a muscle. People call it, even go as far as calling it a muscle. It's not quite a muscle, but people go as far as calling it a muscle because it works like a muscle. And critical thinking. That's the thing. Critical thinking is stressful for the brain. This is true. Like when because the brain, what the brain kind of wants to do, it wants to save energy. It wants to put tasks on like the automatic functions of the brain as much as possible, so and not think too much about like a lot of things. And whenever a person is asked to use the brain and think more critically, a lot of times they avert it. They don't really want to do it because it is stressful. A good example of that is like when you have people like when I was at work. I used this example when I was talking to Julian about a similar concept like this. When I was
You mean when you were boring Julian with a similar concept to this?
Anyways,
I'm not going to use those exact words.
Anyways,
don't worry, I used them for you.
Anyways, it was hard for him to be bored because it was actually our conversation was more heated than this one. But so we're having a heated conversation. It's kind of hard to be bored. Anyways, so what was it? When I was at work. I'm at work.
God damn it!
And I'm at Memorial Herman Tower specifically, right? I have to put the signs up. I have to turn off the escalators and put signs up that point to the elevator that's like right next to the escalator, right? And I that point to the elevator to say, hey, use the elevator.
This argument again.
Because the escalator's off. I can't tell you how often I'll be sitting there. I'll be sitting at the desk and people will walk up and go to get on the escalator, look at the escalator, look at the sign of the escalator, then look around and look at me confused when on the sign there's an arrow pointing to the elevator that's like right next to it. Like literally just turn your head slightly to the left and you will see it. And that's all you have to do is look at the arrow, look at the sign, look at the arrow, and then look where the arrow is pointing, and then we'll see the elevator they can use, right? But it'll look at me, turn around, look at me confused. Reason being is because the automatic function in their brain, in order to save energy, okay, use the escalator. That's I've done this, I did this already. My brain already knows go to the escalator, but the escalator's off. So instead of okay, stopping and thinking, okay, escalator's off. What are my other options? They don't know what to do. So they turn around, look at me confused. Some even will just go and start using the escalator even though it's off, instead of trying to just considering for a second to go to the elevator. That's because again, to stop and think, okay, there's a sign here. Read the sign. Oh, the sign is telling me to go to the to go to the elevator. The sign is pointing over here.
Don't like
there's an elevator over there. Well, there's a sign saying that they can't go up there, and I'm sitting there looking at them while they try to like ignore the sign. You know, I mean, like you may not like elevators. I'm sorry
Like,
for that, but we can't we can't go against
my
company
sister
policy.
literally will not step foot in an elevator.
Yeah, well,
Like, there's
No!
no way around that. Like,
I get that, but we're not going to turn on the elevator. For like, what she would honestly have to do.
or what if there's a
do-
fire, Jacques? Can't use an escalator or an
Well,
elevator in fire.
The thing about it is there was no fire. And also, I think your biggest concern would be going out the front door at that point, which is right next to me, which is where I would be directing you to.
Upstairs if they're trying to get down.
Well, actually,
Like,
you see,
closed.
actually, the escalator and the escalator and elevator only go to the garage. Like there's only one floor that goes to like literally if you're going to that if you're going to the escalator, you're leaving the building. Period. So that's like, you know, like so that's the thing I'm talking about though. You know, it's just like,
But no, people
It's
are
just-
stupid anyway. Like,
people
they're
are
just
stupid. The
legitimately
reason why people are stupid is because they try to avoid stressing their brain by overthinking. Yes, it's stressful because your
That's not
brain has
even
to make these
overthinking.
new.
It's not even
these-
overthinking.
these-
Like I gave in the
Like,
argument, they're being
they just don't
lazy.
read.
in general by
They're
thinking
being
in
lazy
general.
and not reading. There's a
But
difference
the thing
between
is,
there's a thing between
you know
being
what?
lazy and being fucking and fucking just not
Because
and
reading
not
like
using
a
your
sentence
brain.
and looking at an
That's the thing.
arrow
It's
is
that's
not
the
going to
thing.
overtax or is
Not
not
being
gonna stress
lazy-
anyone's brain.
Yeah, but some people
Like-
take it that far. It's the same thing. Some people take it that far. Not being lazy, is less stressful for the brain than not being lazy. And society kind of like in
I
what you
think,
call
Chuck,
it.
the only way you're going to get your answer is if you give me $2 billion and see what happens.
I mean,
I'll let you know. When
that'd
I'm
be,
really
that'd be,
happy.
yeah, that'd be an experiment. That'd be a very
When-
expensive experiment.
when I'm comfortable and just watching anime all day and playing video games and enjoying the rest of my life instead of, you know, worrying about like a 9 to 5 and
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
You know, being able to pay
this
bills
is the
and
issue.
everything else,
Okay,
like-
no, this is the issue. This is the issue.
we're good.
It's not the concept of stress. It's not the concept of like, you know, it's not the concept of stress that's the problem. It's not the concept of stress is the problem. It's way society that makes us look at stress. It's like when you think about stress, you think about working a 9 to 5 job that you hate. You think about going to
Well, even then, the
you
only
think about-
examples
think
you've
about-
given of quote unquote good stress are just, oh well, when your muscles work out, like that.
Well, I
what
mean,
does that have to
I was
do
just
with
saying,
hate?
like figuring out a problem, being like feeling like something is adequately challenging but fun. That is
but at the same time,
that is a
just
sign of good
depends on the
stress.
person.
Attempting something that you
to
think that you
me,
might not be able to
like,
do,
that would not be
and then
fun.
achieving it.
Like for you, playing Dark Souls is fun.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: it doesn't have to be Dark
me-
Souls. It's
Right,
It is-
but I'm getting to the point of like, yeah, you doing something challenging and stuff like that is fun to you. To me, just relaxing is more fun. Like,
I mean,
don't
think, look,
need to be
listen. I like to
challenged.
listen. One thing, I like to relax. I mean, shoot, I fucking play Stardew Valley sometimes, and like with some friends and stuff. And that is a relaxing game. It's not at all like stressful or challenging in any way. It's just doing shit, right? You know, that's all it is. It's just like, you know, I'm farming and I'm doing stuff, you know, and it's fine. It's fun. It's good fun. At the same time though, it's like the whole it goes to the concept of too much of anything is bad for you, you know, and like just like too much stress is bad for you, too much relaxation is also bad for you, you know. Like, yeah, lying in bed and sleeping feels good, but if you lie in the same spot for long enough, you're gonna get bed sores, you know. It's like,
Yeah, but
like,
that's also different than, wow, I can just relax all day, like, and do what I want to do, what I find fun.
That is perfectly fine. The thing about it is, like, when it gets to the point where it's, oh, I can relax all day and only do what I want to do for the rest of my life and never have to be confronted with something I don't want to do ever. That wears down on someone's mental health at some point.
What does this have to do with the fact?
That's
that
what you're claiming.
What does this have to do with easy mode in video games?
I'm saying again, and this
Shock's
is
saying
the
because people don't want to challenge themselves. Or
no, actually, no,
playing the way
no,
he
Julian,
wants to
actually
play.
soft changed the subject because
What?
you brought that up, and I said, you know, something. This reminds me of something that I wanted to ask both of you, and I asked Scott that question. He was answering that question.
You soft change. So you soft change the subject. I'll change the subject a bit. Oh my god. Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
Julian, I changed the subject immediately after you brought it up.
Oh my god.
I mean, like legitimately, I addressed that and I said, yeah, you know, it's whatever. If like people want to like play the games like that, that's fine. However, this does bring up another another concept. Julian, you answered the question too. If you had the opportunity to remove all like any kind of concept of stress from your life, and went ahead and did it, you became a billionaire, and you moved to the point where you were never had to feel like you were challenged in anything you did. Would do you think that would make you happier?
Well, it depends on what level of stress,
Anything,
we're talking about.
Anything. You don't have to think about anything. Like legitimately, like you make it to where's like you get up in the morning and somebody just hands you a plate of food that you like automatically. You don't have to think about anything.
That's a whole different concept from what you were talking.
Yeah,
like just being a billionaire is a whole different concept than.
I mean, like pretty much. Okay,
maybe to the level where people are dressing you and feeding you.
I'm not King Joffrey. I'm not King Joffrey. I'm not fucking King Joffrey of Zamunda.
Some people have that. Like, and actually, that is kind of like that. Some people have had that in the past, and that's actually like one of the concepts in like a lot of shows and movies about like how like royalty.
Nah, if I was rich,
like that,
like I mean, granted, I would have a person making me dinner. But
yeah,
like,
I mean,
I cook like crap, but at the same time, like, no, I would be sitting there like, oh yes, when I wake up, hand me my food and like dress me and bathe. Like, that's stupid.
You know, I mean, like
versus just being a billionaire means like, okay,
so I will
can
say
just wake up,
so that goes
be like, I don't have to be anywhere today.
So we draw the line. All right. So here's the thing. So Julian, pretty much this. If you could make it to where you didn't have to be anywhere any day, and every day was just about what you wanted to do, would that make you happy?
See, and I don't.
What?
I'll wait until Julian answers.
What?
Straightforward, is it?
I'm kind of confused about what the question is.
Julian, if you had the money
basically, Julian, if you just became easiest way, Julian, if you just became a multi-billionaire, would you basically keep working and things like that?
Yes, I would.
So you'd be at Walmart still?
I god no, I wouldn't be at Walmart. Oh god no, I wouldn't be at Walmart. Oh bitch, no, fuck no. Fuck no.
I want to say this. Walmart and jobs like that and all that stuff, it isn't work. And if I want to be really extreme about it, it's slavery. But I'm not gonna be that extreme, but I can be that extreme.
I mean,
but it's not work. It's not like work is something where you work towards something that that you are passionate about, that makes you happy. You work towards it to try to.
Ever in the world?
Well, because I never really.
I mean, if you have $2 fucking billion, yeah, you can find that work.
Dealing with people never really dealing with the people never really pissed me off. It was fucking.
Dealing with humanity pisses me off.
It's the fucking. It's fucking Walmart changing how they fucking do things all the time. So it pisses me off.
I mean, but that's the thing that I was talking about. Like see, when he said that he would still work, when he said he would still work, your mind went straight to, you're gonna have $2 billion and still work at Walmart. No one's gonna have $2 billion and still work at fucking Walmart. But that's like when you think work,
when you say, I'm still gonna keep working, because that's where he's at right now, Jacques. Like,
yeah, but I mean, that's his thing. Working doesn't mean he has to stay there. Working can mean he can go. He has $2 billion.
Right, but the logical
it doesn't really matter. Even if I didn't have the choice to be there, if I had money, I would keep the. If I had money, I'd keep the job there. I just wouldn't work as much.
I could stay at Walmart with $2 billion. I would find something else to do with my time. But
I would be productive and go through my backlog and watch my anime.
but like
I go
I'd do
travel
something different.
places.
My brain needs.
Like I'd be
my
going
brain
con
needs
hopping. I'd be like seeing what Europe and Japan's like.
I mean,
working at
It's
a
like
job.
I would still.
sounds like fun.
I would still.
That's-
I would only
working-
still. I'd only
working
still
is
work
literally
because
a
part of my
waste of
brain.
a life.
Because I've like it's part of me when I've done too much leisure, kind of just like gets bored really easy. Gets bored of leisure really fast, and then
And
I
that's the
But it's
thing
just-
that kind of.
But I'm also a workaholic. But I'm also a workaholic who
But
doesn't
it's a
bitch
different
about
of
working.
mentality.
Doesn't
Like
bitch about
my
working a
dad
lot.
can't stop working. Like he has to do something. Like
Yeah, that's how I am. I
he
can't
has
really not
to go
be.
find.
There's
like,
a reason why my
project in the
entire
house.
closet's in
He has
my
to
entire
do
closet's
things,
outside of
like,
my room right now. No one
It's a
told me to
different
do this.
personality, a different mindset.
Exactly. It's about people's
And-
mindsets. When it
Whereas
comes to, these
to
kind of
me,
things.
like, I figure I've only got one life. I'm gonna do what I want to do, which is
mean,
play video games, and watch
yeah,
anime.
I want to
Like,
say
that would
because
be
I've also kind of experienced this in a way myself. I mean, like a lot, like I think you and I both have, Scott. And honestly, like as much as I hate going to work, and I hate my job.
Can I drive the?
I don't hate my current job as much as I hate jobs in the past. So I want to like make it clear I am grateful for the job that I have and the opportunity that I was given, and I'm not gonna sit here and like rag on. I mean, I bitch about it at work, of course, but I'm not gonna sit on here and rag on it because like I've been given an opportunity that a lot of people haven't been able to get working where I work at. But at the same time, like I would rather not be there most of the time. However, I can think back to the past where I didn't have to be there. And I had, like my mom giving me money for stuff, and like, I had like
Yeah, but
like,
if
I
you
was
have $2
able to
billion,
go and do
no
a
one's
bunch of
giving
stuff.
you money for anything. Like it's your money.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is like there were times where there were times where like like and Julian actually knows about this too, where like I didn't really have to worry too much. I did like me not being able to do the things I want to do wasn't the biggest issue. What'd you say, Julian?
I hit something.
Oh, okay. But but back during that time, and Julia can attest to this, it's just like, yeah, while I was having this, like it started getting the things started getting to the point where the things that made me happy didn't make me happy anymore because it's all I did. Like I would like I would like start to like watch like anime, and I'd be like I don't feel like watching this anymore. I would start to play a game. I don't feel like playing this anymore. And like I like couldn't stay engaged in the things that I once loved. And there's nothing worse than when you start to feel nothing when you do the things you love, and then you start to not be able to make yourself feel happy. And like that feeling of nothingness starts to really dig into you. And Julian remembers talking to me during these times when I was having those issues. And even though I hated even though I hated most of my jobs and rather not have gone to all my jobs, at the same time, that contrast that it gave me to when I went home and played a game, when I went home and watched the anime, it was it was like it made it more satisfying.
Right.
It gave that meaning.
Well, again,
and I want to stack it on top of that. And I was at my happiest when I didn't work a job at all, or when I worked 2 days a week at that hotel. And however, I filled my free time with more than just watching anime and playing video games. I was trying to learn programming. I was trying to learn like different like things about like science and dieting and trying to lose weight and all that stuff. And while my mind stressed over these things, stressed over learning programming, it's stressed over it's stressed over like losing weight. It's stressed over all the different conflicting data I was getting and how to go about losing that weight. I was happier then than I ever was in my entire life, because I was, for the most part, I was doing what I wanted to do, but I added in I actually added in things that were kind of stressful, but that stress made me stronger.
But Chuck, what I'm getting at is again, I don't doubt that worked for you, but people are different. You can't necessarily say that your experience is what everyone's experience should be. Just like I can't say that my experience is what every person should be. Instead of you're making a very general statement about it without, like, you know, when it's like, no, every person is different. Every individual reacts differently.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and here's
So,
the thing.
for me,
this is the
I was
thing
at my
that I'm
happiest
getting at
for
too.
years while I had no job, no nothing, and just sat around playing video games and watching anime. Like, that was literally my happiest.
And I get what you're saying on that, and like the thing is that one of the issues, the specific issue I'm trying to acknowledge, is that there are a lot of people out there who sit in their house and they do the things they want to do, but they are depressed.
Right.
But they don't realize that they're depressed. They think that they think that they think they're happy, but it's like this is
Yeah, and
wears
then there's
down
other
on
people
them.
that are legitimately happy doing it. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things that you're making general statements, but it's not entirely true. Like, there's no one correct answer. There's no, oh, well, this is the way. It's like, no, not really. Just like I can't say, like, oh, everyone would be fine without it. Like, because that's also not true. Like, that's my whole point, is that we're just built differently. And that's okay. That's a good thing.
Because you know,
But-
it's like the way my brain works is like I have to be doing something, or I pretty much like slowly, or I shut down. This is why I pass out so quickly. It's like fucking all my brain just, it's like I'm not doing something. Well, I'm bored. Time to sleep, because that happened a lot. That's what used to happen a lot when I was younger. Fucking, I'm not doing anything. Time to go to bed. Because that's how I was. So I was like, day's over. Time to sleep. So I used to be given like a lot of fucking tasks to do during the day. Fucking, I had active chores because it's like there are fucking 3 boys in the house. You gotta make them do something. Somebody's gotta clean the fucking house. Clean the fucking house. Yeah, it's like my life has been nothing but like stuff to do. Even when I give it to myself to do something to do. It's like I never really enjoy just sitting around at all. A lot. And when I do sit around, I'm bored to tears.
And
like, when people don't want, but that's who I am. Someone like Scott can sit and watch an anime all day. It's like, okay, we watched this anime now. I'm gonna go do something else for the next hour, and then come back to this anime.
I could do the same thing. I just don't realize what's going on inside of my head. That's like the thing. Just because you can do something doesn't mean it's good for you. That's the one thing that I'm gonna go into, and I was gonna real quick. I'm just gonna go into like the neuroscience area of it, of reason why this is the case with a lot of people. Just real quick, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible.
Like, this has already been like the most boring stream. Like,
well, shit, no one else came up with any better topics. You guys, hey, I want to point out that you guys gave effort to me to come up with a topic. What did you expect from me?
I was looking up topics. Like, I was mentioning things about like the Blizzard Activision stuff. We were talking about.
I might have been gone making my sandwich during
like.
that.
You two haven't been quiet. I mean, that's all that matters to me. You haven't been quiet.
This is like, hey, this is the one that stuck, okay? But anyways, real quick,
I even had other ones to talk about.
We're gonna get to those. We're gonna get to other stuff that we're gonna talk about. Real quick, I'm gonna jump into
boring people to tears.
I'll fucking kill you.
But this is an interesting topic at the very least.
Not really.
Regardless, all right. Look. Regardless, I'm gonna delve into the neuroscience area, and then we're gonna try to. We're gonna start directly changing the subject. Anyways, Anyways,
Whee!
when it comes to like I said, the neuroscience aspect, a lot of stuff that deals with like the reward factors of your brain is of course like dopamine, you know, and when and this is kind of like the issue with drugs as well. When someone like over well, whenever you do something and and it makes you happy, you spike your dopamine, right? So if you overly spike your dopamine with something what's called like instant gratification, those dopamine receptors wear out. And this is science. I don't think I'm fairly certain that if your brain doesn't work like this, I'm not sure you have an illness. I'm sorry, because like I don't know, like this is how people's brains work, you know. Like essentially, you do something that's pleasurable and you get a dopamine spike, but the more you do it and the more you know, and the more you do it, the less it spikes. And the less that thing that you do makes you feel good. Um, and like that's like the last thing I was bringing on this. One of the reasons this like really the cornerstone of my argument is the fact that like it's really bad to constantly spike your dopamine with the same thing over and over again, and there's a reason why happiness exists in contrast with struggle or with like you know negative positivity exists in contrast with negativity because you because like you kind of like need to give your dopamine receptors a break, basically. You know, a point where your dopamine receptors are not being triggered. You know, because that's when like you know once you have that, you're at your happiest. Once you've gone for a while without spiking your dopamine.
Oh, I knocked that ball way too far.
And then after you've gone a while without doing it, then once you do it, you get a greater spike. You know, and like that's a scientific, that's a neuroscience scientific reason behind it. That's it. Now we're free to change the subject.
See, I noticed I pretty much it's easier for me to listen to Jacques talk about these things when I'm busy doing something different.
Are we done?
Well, I mean, I explained how what you said. You just walk away the entire time.
He literally said he was going to do that. Like,
No, he said he was gonna. He said wake me up. I didn't like it. I didn't realize he was
Fair
gonna
enough.
walk away.
No,
and
I
not
was-
listen to it the whole time.
No, I just kind of muted for a little bit.
Oh, you muted your mic?
Yeah.
Oh.
don't you dare.
I'm reading about a topic, so give me a second to finish.
Okay. Yeah. But honestly, I was kind of hoping that like chat would also like
Haven't
weigh in
said
on
shit.
it.
Haven't said
But they
shit.
haven't said they
Okay.
haven't said anything. I've been looking at chat this whole time.
Haven't said shit.
Yeah, I
I've been
have
looking,
been as
I've been
well.
literally looking at chat to see if anybody would say anything.
I've got it open as well, so
Haven't said shit.
okay. So one of the writers for the he's apparently a well-known Batman comic book writer, Chuck Dixon. Never heard of him. But maybe Daniel will probably know who he is. He did a series on YouTube, and one of his, like, where he answers questions, and one of the questions he answers was, someone asked,
I'm
like,
losing.
what's your theory on why manga is wiping the floor with American comics? And he brings up some good points.
Before he bring up those points that he said, I would actually, for me personally, it's the narrative, like it's the ongoing narrative of with the characters and the relatability the characters have. I don't really notice a lot of that.
See, and he brings up some things that are a bit different.
Okay.
I mean, he does bring up some of that, but... And now let me also specify that even he specifies he's mostly talking about Marvel and DC. Because those are the two big names. Like, those are... Like, yeah, there's indie comics.
Chuck Dixon is
those
old
are the...
school.
Oh, okay.
Also, I want to bring up one other thing too.
Like, so,
Manga tends to be more abstract than the comics.
Yeah.
Comics are more straightforward. That's another thing I like. But continue.
But yeah, he's mostly talking again about Marvel and DC because there are indie comics, but the main brunt of comics are Marvel and DC. But he does talk about the manga and manga artwork is more attractive, it's different, it's engaging, it's interesting, it's varied.
Yeah.
But he also talks about something that I feel is interesting, and that's he's like, there's something for everyone. He's like, in Japanese manga, there's golf. There's golf mangas. There's not a fucking comic book about golf.
That's a
but
good
there's
point.
multiple mangas about golf. He's like, one of my favorite mangas is fishing. It's not vampires fishing on another planet. It's not witches. He's like, it's just people fishing. And that's it. Like, he's like, there's something for literally everyone. Whereas American comics, what do you get? Superheroes. That's it. It's always just going to be superheroes.
That's a good
point. It's one flavor.
And now that he mentions it, I don't read a lot of superhero manga. I read some, but I don't read a hell of a lot of superhero manga. I probably read just as much superhero manga or watch just as much superhero anime as I would read or read superhero comic books or watch superhero movies and cartoons.
Yeah. So he's like, why would you want to read or it's superheroes. Why would you want to read this crap if you had a choice of reading a genre you prefer, be it horror, mystery, espionage, golf? He's like, there's only one flavor in American comics, so of course Japanese comics are going to win the day.
That's a good point. I didn't even know that. I didn't realize this was an issue, though, to be honest.
Really?
And he was also talking about
I didn't know that mangas was
why don't American
comics
learn from manga? He's like, and I don't mean draw people with huge eyes and lots of speed lines. I mean do more varied stories, do more complex stories, put more effort into your artwork, put more effort into the craft, change the format for God's sakes. Stop doing the little folio comics and look at what manga does. They release these big fat telephone books, weekly, comics released weekly, things like that. It's like, just change the formula.
Yeah, I honestly agree with that. The thing about it is, though, I feel like that's something that would have a hard time catching on, simply because, I feel like this is not something that
but what he's also saying is that
willing to adopt.
Yeah, it's one of the big things, other than the fact that there's multiple genres that he was getting at, was one of the things is that he's basically saying that the American comic book industry is just stagnating. It's not, especially with the big two, it's just doing the same stories over and over and over again. It's just very much they know the formula that will sell, and that's what they do. And whenever they try something new, if it does sell, great, it just gets added to the formula. If not, then it just gets abandoned. And then they call it a failure, and then they refuse to do anything new for X amount of months or years, and then try it again.
By the way, this I want to just say this real quick. This actually stacks on with my super quick criticism of capitalism earlier.
I mean, I would argue that the manga industry is also capitalism.
Oh, you're right.
You're right. They're still doing perfectly fine.
You're right. But I'm just saying, that is that fear of losing profit. That's what causes them to do that.
But the whole thing of the other thing is too that with the American comic book industry, the writers and everything else are basically owned by the company. It's very much you're fucking Tom Taylor. Okay, yeah, you write for DC. That's who you write for. You're this person. You write for Marvel. That's who you write for. You are owned by the company. They just give you a comic book character and say, okay, you're writing Spider-Man now. Have fun.
I see.
Whereas mangas, it's the mangaka's I want to make a manga of this. And then they bring it to different publishers and try, and then the first company that says, Yeah, we'll take that.
God, dude. Now
And we'll
that you
publish
mention it
that.
like that, honestly, it just seems like freaking Marvel and DC are basically capitalizing on a concept of fan fiction.
Oh my god, where? Oh my god,
Yeah.
where have you been?
Yeah,
I never thought about it that way before, but basically that's kind of what it
Why
is.
do you think you
It's
don't get
kinda
a
basically-
lot of other Elseworld stories type things on like a manga?
But it's also like I can see why the passion's not there, because again, they're not. Most of
See,
them
manga
are
don't
not
need to
being able to pick and choose what superheroes they want to work on. They're just being told, okay, you got to work on Iron Man, or you got to work on Batman now. Here you go, like do it. So of course they're gonna
They
be
all
like,
look so
well,
fucking sad.
I mean, like, sure, I can. And they're just
Okay,
going to follow a
that was
formula,
my stupidity
because that's
right
the
there
other
for
thing,
not
is DC
fucking-
has very strict, DC and Marvel
my
have very
God.
strict rules on what their
Why do they
characters
do this to
can and
me?
can't do. I mean, look at the concept of Batman going down on Catwoman.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
happened. Oh yeah, that happened.
yeah,
Yeah, that happened. That
They-
was hot.
Jacques, you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I briefly heard about that, but you can
Oh,
actually
briefly
go
heard
over.
about
I
that.
remember,
You know, even though
I
I've seen,
remember Julian mentioned it.
I read.
Julian
I read
mentioned it
porn,
real quick,
so I
like,
don't really-
earlier.
Yeah, in Harley Quinn, the animated series, they were talking about like a scene where Batman would have gone down, or would have implied that he went down on Catwoman.
Yeah, they were like,
DC
Batman
was
doesn't
like,
go
no.
down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Damn,
DC
you
has
fucked that up, Julian.
such strict guidelines.
Did you quit
and
after
so
you
does,
fucked that up?
No.
And so does
yes.
Marvel.
Yes, you did.
It's great.
Yes, I am not above. I am not above. I am not above. They gave me the option, and I am not. I'm gonna take it. I am
Yeah,
not above
whereas-
being petty. I have
to be
mentioned this
fair,
before. I am not
You
above
know,
cheating. I am
manga
not above it.
has, like, manga has strict rules on their characters as well, but the creators of those characters have the rules for them. Like, they
Mhm.
create the rules.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
Oda's creating the rules for his One Piece characters. Like, Shonen Jump isn't sitting there going, you can't do this with these characters.
Well, Shonen
He's
Jump,
sitting there like-
Shonen Jump is the one that they say make them bigger, but they're already make them bigger.
Yeah, but at the same time, if,
bigger.
like, let's be fair,
Are you
if
sure
he
the Shonen
said,
Jumps that
oh,
made them bigger
well,
are fucking Oda's like,
Nami
you know
and
what, I can
Robin
make them
are, like, if he was like, Nami and Robin are a couple now, Shonen Jump can't be like, no, they're not.
That's
Like,
true.
that's me. Like, that, yeah, I say it happens, or I walk, and you lose One Piece.
It's not the same. This is not the same company who told. This is not the same manga. This is not the same manga companies who told fucking who told Akira Toriyama. It's like, that's like this is an old man and a China doll. Fucking change it.
Yeah, like, you know, again, they have editors, but they can also choose not to listen to their editors, too.
hmm
Yeah.
Whereas, you think one of the people at DC or Marvel could choose not to listen to their editor? Like, it would be like, no, you do this or you're fired. Like,
Yeah, it's
we'll
like
find
how-
someone else.
It's like how you know, it's not. It's like how like here's an example outside of fucking manga. It's in Phineas and Ferb. Whenever they got fucking show notes, they would do them because you know they have to, but they would fucking take their own spin on it and fucking just be and fucking would like make and fucking joke about it and like it would be it's like. And and it would just not even make any goddamn sense. It would go in the fucking hole. What the fuck? God damn this game.
God, Julian, stop sucking.
You know what? I don't want to hear it.
Be bad.
I'm actually not that bad at the game, to be fair. I'm not great, but I'm not that bad.
I haven't touched a Mario Golf game since Toadstool Tour. Do you know how long that was?
Apparently too long.
Yes. I'm taking this the same way I
Like-
take putt putt. Just whack at it and keep going. Fuck
But either way,
everything else.
like,
But like,
Yeah,
you know,
I do-
essentially, what I was trying to say earlier before I got distracted by the
Yeah.
fact that I suck. You know, it's like sometimes people can take what notes they give them and kind of like be tongue in cheek about it, and then you know hope that they don't get in trouble for it. You know, it works for some people in the writing industry. Some people not so much.
Actually, if we're gonna like delve into the cartoons, because honestly,
Well, I'm gonna let
Western
Scott finish what he had to
tends
say
be
first
more
before we delve
rigid.
into another topic.
Well, no, it's
I
the
mean-
same topic. It's just like since you brought up Western cartoons, it's kind of like fuck blast of the past. Watch me bitch about Steven Universe, but it's kind of fucking with Steven
Every
Universe.
chance you get.
Oh yeah, but that's kind of what happened with Steven Universe. But like a lot of those, like those Townie episodes, those were mandated episodes by Cartoon Network. Like they were
Yeah, which
forced
some of
to
those
make
were
those.
actually really good episodes, though.
Some of them were good episodes, but like a
And
lot
they
of times
did
you were just
add
like,
a lot
yo.
to characters, like that
Mhm.
you were supposed to care about later for the actual
Yeah,
plot.
but that was like
Like-
literally like the team worked like doing the best with what they were given, because like they didn't really necessarily want to make those episodes, but like they at least a lot of those, I'm sure some of the episodes they did, like, but like a lot of the episodes they didn't necessarily want to make them, but they had to. They were forced to make that. They were forced to make the Thanksgiving special. Um, they were forced to make like another episode. I forgot what it was, and they were taken off air because they were, and they were canceled because Cartoon Network didn't like the wedding. Like Cartoon Network did not want Ruby and Sapphire to have a wedding, and they were canceled because of it. You know, and then like, but then what was it? The movie that they already were greenlit for did so well that they decided to give them that they decided to go ahead and give them Steven Universe Future, and that's why like the show ended up being kind of a mess towards the end.
Only because Rebecca Sugar and her
I still think it
damn
was going to
lesbian
end up
agenda.
being some of a mess. To be
Curse you,
fair.
Rebecca Sugar, and your
Yes,
lesbian agenda.
I mean, like, yes,
Like,
because you were still going to
I
have
think-
the issue of them forgiving the evil people a little bit too easily.
Yeah.
But they were at least giving it more time, so it would have been a little bit more palatable with the way they did it.
It's all because Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah,
and
that's
her
fair,
damn
but I
lesbian
still think
agenda.
yeah, it would have still been a mess. I don't think it would have solved every issue.
It wouldn't have solved every issue, but it would have solved the most major issues to the point to where I wouldn't have had the conflicted feelings that I have about the series.
You know,
I would have still enjoyed it overall.
but you know, you're also very difficult to please.
I mean, that is also true.
And you cannot tell me otherwise because it's the truth. you are very overly critical about cartoons sometimes. That's coming from me.
Yeah, like fucking cartoon. Especially when, like, yeah, I mean, with Steven Universe, I understood to an extent. To be fair, with you, Jacques, because it did try to take itself a lot more seriously.
Yeah.
How
But
did I miss that?
Other
That's
series,
bullshit!
I think you're a little overcritical. Like, to
How did
be
I miss
honest.
that? That was garbage.
But yes, I do agree
I hate
with
this game.
Steven. Specific.
Yeah, but that was like to your point about how like the creators don't have control over their own works in the West, and that does bring up a bigger conversation about how pretty much like the reason why the Western works are don't do as well because creators don't have as much control.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. Like, you know, it's a matter of, in Japan, at least especially with a manga, less so with the anime, but especially with the manga, they have almost direct control. Because again, they can ignore their editors. But typically the editor's job is also to make the series better and not worse.
Because
And
you know,
they do that pretty good. Because
Or,
again,
you know-
going back to Dragon Ball Z, like, Dr. Gero was supposed to be the main villain of the Cell Saga. Like, there was no Cell, there was no Android 17 and 18, it was just Dr. Gero.
Yeah,
And it's like, that was a bad idea.
yeah,
could have been.
So
know-
it's like, but the editor's like, no, I refuse. And then Android 17 and 18 came in, and then he's still like, nah, they're good,
Nah.
they're not main villain.
yeah,
And then we got Cell.
yeah.
It's like, and that led to so much of a better story.
hmm
But that was the whole thing, was it wouldn't have happened without the editor being like, no.
At the same
You know, if-
time, though,
But at the same
Yes,
time,
agreeing
he made
again.
it better. He wasn't sitting there like,
Yeah,
no.
Figure out how the spin on
Like,
these
it
balls
has
work.
to be, you know, this, because Goku would never fight that person. It's like, what? No. Like, it's like, don't tell me what my character, like, you know, who my character would fight, or, like, how my character would act. Like, no, I know my character, like, better than you.
Yeah. That is yeah, I agree
Like,
with
their
that.
editors
and-
very much have a job, and they know it, of, we try to guide, like, they're basically there to just be like, hey, I know you're better than that, think of something better.
Yeah, and
Like,
see,
You know,
that
except
is-
for Ted Kubo's fucking.
yeah. See, Ty Kubo ignored his editors, and he probably shouldn't have.
yeah,
But
that's
what
how
was
we
it?
get dirty boots.
Fucking dirty boots, dude. Jesus Christ. I still don't understand how whenever I explain to people that dirty boots was a thing in fucking Bleach, they don't immediately realize that it sucks.
I still don't understand the fact that, like, we had a filler arc in a manga. We had an entire filler arc in a manga.
Yeah,
Because the Fullbring arc, like, the characters from that arc really don't do anything in the next arc. They could have easily been written out in the final arc.
Yeah, the whole
And
thing.
Ichigo never uses the power that he gained from that arc either. It's gone forever. And he would have, like, the goal was him to gain his Soul Reaper powers back, which if he had just sat and waited would have happened anyway.
Yep. Honestly, it would
like,
have been a much more interesting story if, like, if they extended the time of the time skip, like extended the length of the time skip, and then like he gets his powers back one day, but they're not as like, you know, his powers are slowly been coming back. They're not as strong, but they're slowly, but then like, but they've been coming back, and then shit goes down, and he has to like
having him. I know it would have been a weird tonal shift, but it would have been kind of interesting to just have him dealing with the fact of now he's just a normal high schooler again. Like, you know, like, how do you just go back to school after you've missed, like, months?
Well, you know what? I like to point out something that we've all forgotten, that he was actually a middle schooler.
Yeah,
no, he was a high schooler.
No, he was a fucking middle schooler at the beginning of that series.
He was a middle schooler.
I thought he was a first-year high schooler.
No, he was like third year
like
middle school, I think.
Yeah,
or second year or third year.
Yusuke Urameshi all over again.
Yes.
At least, no, Yusuke Urameshi looked more his age than fucking Ichigo, to be fucking honest. Like, he was more believable as a fucking middle schooler than fucking Ichigo was.
But either way, it's still like, yeah. I mean,
also, if you want to see kids that don't look like they're in fucking middle school, go watch goddamn Tokyo Revengers.
Bitch, go watch Kuroko no Basket.
That's what I'm talking about.
Those dudes look like they're fucking they're in their 20, they're in their late 20s.
No, Scott knows what I'm talking about. Scott knows what I'm talking about, Julian. Them niggas in fucking Tokyo Revengers do not look like they're in middle school.
No.
Like, you know what? Hold on, let me find a picture real quick.
I've already seen Tokyo Revengers. I don't think it's that bad.
Well, if you're telling me that, you haven't seen Tokyo Revengers. Well, you haven't seen what I'm talking about. Like, you watched it, or you just seen like some stuff of it?
I watched it.
You watched it.
I've watched
it. So you think it's believable that dude that was beating the main character with a bat is in middle school?
No, but I still think Kuroko no Basket is worse.
Kuroko
no Basket is like, they actually.
Bad.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, they all looked pretty much in high school to me.
They do not look like they're in high school. One of them did, but the main character, no.
I mean, to be fair,
the
someone 16 or 17, are they really gonna look that much different at 18 or 19?
That's a good point. Literally, they're the little niggas the niggas that was beating up on the main character in Tokyo Revengers look like he was 30. Well, not 30, but like 20, like in his like early 20s, and he was in middle school.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be like 14 or 15.
Like Julian, you're underestimating how ridiculous these characters fucking looked.
Please get the whole.
But that's the whole thing. Like, it's just, you know. But back on the original topic, like, yes, manga just has more freedom with their, like, the writers and the creators have more freedom.
How did it not go in? That's
and they
bullshit.
also are passionate about their series because, again, they choose what they want to write. Like, Oda was like, I want to write a manga about pirates and all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates,
like, here's the first chapter, like, or here's the pitch or whatever, like,
slowly,
here, and then they try to sell it, essentially.
Quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, and that's the whole thing, is, whereas, again, American comics, it's like, oh, well, I have to draw Spider-Man now. I guess I need to look up how like, you know, all the lore of Spider-Man, because that's what they do, is just give you like a book and be like, all right, you're drawing Spider-Man now.
And then they change, and then they say,
Like,
you know
here's
what?
everything
I
you
can't
need to
work
know
with
about
this.
Spider-Man.
I can't work with this. I'm changing.
think one of the
I'm going to
here's all the
change.
rules
I'm
and
going to fucking
regulations,
reset
here's what
Spider-Man's
he-
life by selling his soul and
what
having
he
him sell
can
his
and
soul to
can't
Mephisto.
do. And even then, most of the time with something like Spider-Man, it's like, oh, you also got to reset him to like high school because that's what sells well, and then like, you know
You know
he's
what?
gotta be
I was watching
juggling
like somebody on TikTok.
his life.
Somebody on TikTok was actually like actually brought that up with Spider-Man. They were saying it's like yeah, people like it was like one of those unpopular opinion things, and the a guy's unpopular opinion was yeah, I don't know why people keep I don't know why the writers or directors of these people keep putting Spider-Man in high school and
Because
it's
it's what
like redoing his
sells.
high school story, but when honestly his like his like and this was the unpopular opinion, him as a what was it like his life as a young adult like struggling to balance his life as a young adult in like in work in college and his wife as Spider-Man is way more engaging than um his high
But that's
school
not
life
what
is.
sells, and that's the whole thing. Like, people like seeing him in high school for whatever reason.
Really, motherfuckers?
Like, I don't understand it, but that's
really,
what they
motherfuckers
do.
in the
Like-
rough. I don't think I deserve that.
because again, Jock, they go by formulas,
Mhm.
like a lot of them, and that's the thing. Is it's like that's why I like when they're one of my favorite DC comics in recent years was Deceased. That was freaking great. Why? Because it's an otherworld story. It's a oh yeah, there's essentially if you don't know what the anti-life equation is, it essentially makes people into zombies, but not quite. Essentially,
I get what you're saying. They're like infected
But-
or something like that.
yeah, and they turn to zombie-like and stuff like that. But it's actually a computer virus that just infects people.
Mm.
But he basically made a zombie story about that, and because he was given free reign, characters could die. Like, all kinds of characters could change in an instant because nothing was off the table. Because it's an Elseworld story. Who cares if this character's not acting exactly how they're supposed to be, or if this character dies? You know? Yeah, like, you know, Batman dies almost instantly sacrificing himself. And it's like, oh, now Damian's Batman. He's not ready for this mantle yet, but he's now Batman. You know? Or things like that. It's like, yeah, some villains end up, like, actually befriending some orphans and taking care of them and growing to like them enough to actually sacrifice themselves for them. And it's like, because again, it's an otherworld story. Who cares if the villains actually are showing character development and, you know, humanity? Like, and it's like, I like that. But a lot of what I've really enjoyed, even something like Heroes in Crisis, I thought that was a great comic from freaking Tom King, where it dealt with, like, the concept of that one was that there's a place that superheroes go to because of all the trauma they see on a daily basis, and it's just a place for therapy and things of that nature. And some kind of murder happens there, and that's the mystery of it. But, like, at the end of each volume, you're seeing them just talking to the camera about, like, some of their issues. And you have, like, Superman sitting there, like, you know, am I really Superman pretending to be Clark Kent? You know? Or am I just Clark Kent pretending to be a better person? You know, and putting on the persona of Superman.
See, that's what I would like to see more from like DC comics.
And it's like,
I feel like you get a little bit of that from
but
like
no,
Marvel
everyone bitched.
stuff.
Yeah, everyone bitched about Heroes in Crisis because of who the killer turned out to be.
Who did the killer turn out to be? If you don't mind spoiling it.
I will mention here that yeah, for anyone that may listen to this and hasn't read Heroes of Crisis, which is a pretty old comic, it's like 3 or 4 years old now, and doesn't know the ending, skip ahead just a few seconds or so
Give it 2
from
minutes.
now. But yeah, it's Wally West.
Who's that?
He was the kid that the Flash essentially mentors and
Okay.
things like that, and
Okay.
is also a Flash type person.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually didn't mean to kill the person either. But because when you're the Flash and stuff like that, you can have unintended consequences at moving super fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and he accidentally killed someone, which drove him a little over the wall, like over the edge. And things like that. And I liked the concept of he didn't mean to. And now he's just trying to cover it up and all of this other stuff. But people were like, Wally would never kill anyone. Like, the whole story is supposed to be about PTSD. Like, that's the entire philosophy behind it. It's a story dealing with PTSD.
You know what?
And
That actually
trying
brings
to
me something
dive
else.
into
I'm getting better.
PTSD.
You know, and was it and that actually like brings me into something I want to ask you about. Correct me if I'm wrong, all right? But this is what I meant by like manga being more abstract than like comics, is that a lot of times like a manga usually has like some kind of theme about it, overarching theme about it, is about something. Comic books generally, unlike this comic book, are not necessarily about something more than the hero doing their hero thing. Am I wrong in saying that?
Depends on the comic you read and stuff like that.
I'm saying that's what I say. Like that's not that is not the. It's not the
I will say, like, there are
standard.
some things I did skip over with what's his name's opinions, Chuck Dixon's opinions on current comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he was also complaining about what is it? Where is it? Superhero. You know, all companies do are superheroes, and it's always just avatars for writers' political agenda, and it's just kind of tiresome. And he talks about that there's just a lot of politics in the comics, American comics nowadays.
I haven't read enough comics to be able to see that. Although honestly, here's the thing.
I personally haven't either, because I don't read a ton of comics. Like, I'm still more of a manga person. So that would have to be something for Bobby or Daniel on that one.
And
or if Omni was here. But
yeah. And honestly, what was it? Wouldn't be surprised, because I feel like, especially in the past like decade or so, like everything, like not everything, but most things in American writing in general has become incredibly more political.
yeah.
Like, has become very much so more political. And like, cause like even like what's it called the the more recent thing that everybody, the newest hottest thing that everybody's on about right now. What was it?
Socialism?
Yeah, socialism, the hottest new thing coming near you, coming to government near you.
Capitalistic socialism.
Capitalistic socialism. All right.
Capitalistic socialism. People think it's backwards, but it actually makes sense. It makes sense if you think about it hard enough.
What was it? Invincible. Invincible, like, while it told a very good story, it definitely also had some political ideology in there that definitely leans heavily in one direction.
That's why we don't talk about
boy bands anymore.
Hey-o.
Yeah. And people complained about it. I think it was
a very popular comic.
Invincible?
It's
really
also
good.
an indie comic.
It's really fucking good. I mean, like I didn't read the comic. I watched the
I wasn't
cartoon.
personally, like, it didn't interest me personally. But I know Russell, like, he bought everything of it. Like, as far as, like, he bought the big giant hardcover versions. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, just didn't interest me personally.
Yeah, like what was it? I watched the Amazon Prime show, and
Yeah, the adaptation.
yeah, like like what was it? Freaking well, like finally for once getting use of my Amazon Prime Video, right?
There's a few series like right now that I could recommend.
Oh,
Like that one I
shit.
talked about earlier with Megillah.
What the fuck, dude?
What was it? Like there's some stuff on there. I know. It's just like
I
it's
went
like
from 0 to double bogey in an instant.
I haven't
Fuck
watched
off.
anything on Amazon Prime Video since freaking what's the hell what's the name of the anime that I was freaking obsessed with?
Vinland Saga?
Vinland Saga. Thank you. I knew this over with a V, and I just had it on. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, like I haven't watched anything on there literally since Vinland Saga. But yeah, I what was I about to say? Well, yeah, like they had that like the show was very good, very well done. I really liked it. It reminded me. It kind of reminded me of like those old DC like shows I would watch on Cartoon Network. This was I know this was the appeal. It was obvious that this was the appeal. That it reminded me of those old DC shows on Cartoon Network, but it was dark. It was more adult. You know, and it had like more adult concepts and like some very. It showed like the like. I like that contrast of.
Oh my god!
I like that contrast of like people don't see the darker side of hero work. Like like on the outside it looks like all Justice Leagues. Hell, I wouldn't even go as far as say Justice Friends.
Super Friends.
Like it's like Super Friends.
Justice
Like like the
Justice
bad
Friends.
guys
That's
get beat up.
The Justice Friends is the Dexter's Laboratory equivalent.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it looks all like it looks all what was it like the Super Friends like happy go lucky okay, yeah, like beat the bad guys and then the bad guys go to jail and all that stuff, right? And then like but then when you see like behind the scenes of like what people don't generally see, it becomes a lot darker, it becomes a lot like heavier, and like people die, people get maimed, and like things like bad things happen usually. Like usually you do see that in comics, of course, like in comics and in some shows you do see that, but they never like meld the two together, whereas like the society at whole the society is not aware of it, whereas they exist within this world where all this darkness happens, but what they see is Super Friends, while what the heroes see is like freaking I don't know what's the name of that one movie, like the Dark Side movie where he comes and just kills every fucking body.
I don't know.
Like I forgot where it was, but what they see is that they see like the grittiness that you would see if you read a comic book, but what the people that they're saving see is Super Friends, basically. So yeah. And that was an interesting concept in the way they did it, because usually they don't like meld those two together like that, and they did it well. But I would say even with that, even with that, like the show definitely, I don't know about the comics, but the show definitely had like some political like leaned very obviously in one direction politically, and that is something that you don't really even see a lot. Like, I don't even think about it. Like, I don't like see that a lot or at all when I'm watching anime. When I'm watching anime or reading a manga, it's like, they delve more into concepts and more into like the more into the ideas of what the like a writer has, like the more ideas of the way they see life or the way they see the world and what's important to them. And the thing about it is, in America, because America's kind of obsessed with political ideology, a lot of people's opinions are very, like in America, are very deeply entrenched in political views. as opposed to Japan, where it's not. It's like One Piece is about freedom. Friggin' you can call it political, but you could tell, like, in the way it was written, that it wasn't intended to be political, I would say. But
even something like My Hero Academia is trying to show, like, it's not doing the greatest thing, but it is trying to show, like, about the darker side of, being a hero, and, with people turning against you, will you still do the right thing, and what it means to be a true hero.
Yeah.
Still, like, going through that, but also, knowing that you have people to rely on, and, to ask for help. Like, I mean, it's dealing with things, or some deal with friendship and things of that nature, and it's like, but yeah, I mean, and there are definitely political anime and manga.
Yeah, it's definitely political anime. It's just
but
like
there's something for everyone. Like, there's literally, like, you want something more political and stuff, there's something for you. You want something literally about, girls going camping? Here you go. Like, there's nothing more
Girls
to it.
going camping.
I fucking love it.
Or two weirdos and a moneymaker try to make a fucking video game.
two
like,
weirdos in a what? Try to make a video game?
Two weirdos and a girl who knows how to make money try to make a video game.
What anime is this?
I forget the name of it. It's animated really. It's animated really weird. It's like I can't remember the name.
Or you have a series.
They're trying to make an anime.
Were they trying to make an anime or was it a video game? I can't remember.
It was like 3 high school girls.
Yeah.
They're trying to make an anime.
Okay.
I don't know. But you also have a series about, a girl blending in, or having to dress up like a dude for a host club that's in a school. Like,
I think I just...
although that one did deal with some issues with the fact that Haruhi's father was, like, dressing up as a woman, and that's how he made his money.
I had to get a birdie
Like,
or I'm not,
and stuff like
again.
that.
I have to make a birdie or I'm gonna fail again. I'm so pissed off right now.
You had different things of that nature. Like, that series did deal with some different issues.
Yeah, I mean,
but a lot of times, again, there's something for everyone. If you don't want that in your series, here you go. Here's Naruto. There's nothing political in Naruto. Like, if there is, you're probably thinking too hard. Like, to be perfectly honest. Same with DBZ. Like, it's just have fun.
Yeah, there's like nothing.
Whereas, there's
I can argue
tons
that you don't
of
have to look
series that
too
are
hard.
political intrigue and things like that.
I don't think you need to look too hard to see political influence in Naruto, but you definitely have to look very hard to see political influence in Dragon Ball Z.
It'd be hard to find any kind of real world thing in Dragon Ball Z except
Right.
for fucking
Okay,
racism.
Josh. Any political influence you see in Naruto may or may not be actually by the creator, and you
I don't know how intended it is, but
see, that's the thing. When you can't even tell how intended it is, that's the difference between.
Agree.
I
agree.
Cultures.
That was the thing.
I don't know if
point
this is intended. Versus,
that's the
no,
problem.
you clearly know they
the political,
intended this.
Like the political things in One Piece, I don't even know if that's intended to be political. I just know, all I know is that One Piece, the writer of One Piece, really values freedom. That's all I know about from that. And like you can kind of see like that can kind of be political in a way, but like what is that like he values freedom. And like Naruto, it values like teamwork, and it values people working together as a unit, and it values friendship. And like, yeah, you can write that as political and say it's like some people even call it goes as far as to call it like social.
What the fuck? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
In the way it's portrayed, but like, was that intended? I mean, yeah, you can see it kind of. But was it intended? I don't know.
Like, why did it do that? Why did it switch? Fucking. Oh my god. It switched right. I fucking fat fingered a button and switched my putter into a fucking. I switched my putter into a driver and it fucking just suddenly. It's
Good job.
What the fuck?
Fun side note was that. Did you know that Zero Punctuation was denied a review copy of Ratchet and Clank?
What?
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Zero Punctuation is kind of
Sony said that they
shitting on things.
Yeah, Sony said that they would. What was it? Here's the quote: "Given the tone of that coverage, we'd prefer you secure your own."
Wow. That's funny.
Like, so yeah, because during his review, Yahtzee actually called him out on that.
Whims.
Because he was like, what is it? I guess we all knew publishers want to dictate the contents of the reviews, hence those review guides they keep sending to us that read like a timid schoolchild asking to please not be kicked in these specific sensitive areas.
Wow, Insomniac. Way to go to be a bunch
No, that was Sony, not Insomniac.
Sony did this?
Yeah, of course. I expect
they own
this from Sony.
Insomniac
I don't expect this from Insomniac, but I do expect that from Sony.
Yeah. Now, granted, I don't think if you're taking Zero Punctuation as full-on reviews, I think you're missing part of the point of Zero Punctuation. Like, a lot of his is exaggerated for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, because
The only
honestly,
people who actually take it seriously are the same people who think the way he does.
Yeah, like literally, like if what was it? If I don't even think he takes himself as seriously, like in real life, because if if he was right, the only good games out there would be like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and
there's been a few.
What's the other two games he likes?
I don't know. Person only plays Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
He's really enjoyed
Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
Yeah, he enjoys Yakuza. He enjoyed Persona 5. And Persona 4, but he thought it was worse than Persona 5. Which is blasphemy, but, you know, at least he enjoyed both of them.
What the fuck?
There's a few other games that he's enjoyed.
I guess
Valley.
they've increased it. Yeah, I guess they've increased. But
at the same time,
like last time I was watching,
he mostly just shits on games for entertainment. Like that's.
Yeah,
he's not meant to be taken seriously. Like,
because I've seen I've caught some of his live streams, and it's just like I've seen him like say, yeah, I like like this game seems pretty fun.
Yeah,
but then when he's like goes to the review, it's like, this game sucks.
Yeah, like he very much he'll do like after review live streams and stuff like that, and he'll very much give his real opinions on the game. Then, like there will be some issues that he does bring up in his thing that are actual issues that he addresses. But he also exaggerates a lot of them for effect. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah, I mean, he's like honestly, it really, at the like I don't take him seriously because he's not really a real reviewer. He's more of an entertainer. His thing in there is not really to criticize a work and tell you how good it is. It's to entertain you about with like extreme opinions.
And he does give you a general idea, but it's also look deeper. Like, don't just take it. Then again, I think you should do that for any reviewer, period. That you should always look deeper and do your own research. And watching gameplay footage itself is a great way to see if you like a game. Because it's like, you might just not. Like, I've had games that I love that a lot of reviewers just don't like. It's like, well, yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means that these reviewers didn't. Which is fine, they don't have to all like the same stuff as me. But if I just listened to them, I would never have bought those games, or that game that I ended up liking.
Me and Scott used to watch X-Play to death, but we wouldn't take them seriously
X-Play would
unless
trash
it was
on
an
every Dragon Ball
obviously
Z
bad game. Then when they trash on every single anime game they ever get our hands on, because they're not anime fans. They're not anime fans. They're basic bitch video game. They're basic bitch video game people.
I do stand by the fact that a lot of anime games aren't going to necessarily make you a fan of the anime.
Never.
They're very much
Yeah.
for the fans of
Yeah, and that's the reason why. That's one thing I would question is like, are these bad reviews like because because they were like they're only good games because they're attached to an anime, basically? Like they can never stand like if like they can never stand on their own as a game, kind of thing. Or
Yeah, but even then, I also have to say, like, it's also why I don't really feel like people that don't necessarily care for the series should be reviewing it, because it's like, unless they're also sitting there going, well, if you're a fan of, Gundam, yeah, Dynasty Warriors Gundam is going to be for you. If you're not, it's probably not going to make you that big of a fan of Dynasty Warriors Gundam. It's like, it's not a bad thing, because if you like the series, you're going to enjoy the game. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, the reviewer might not be a fan. And that's okay in a general sense. Like, sure,
points again.
It's not for everyone. But if they're sitting there going, oh, it's a garbage game, this game is trash, it's like, no, it just didn't appeal to you.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a whole different thing versus it being an actual bad game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the reason why you can't really trust reviewers all the time, because most of the time reviewers are reviewing things for. Hold on. Most of the time, reviewers are reviewing things for the mainstream audience. And like, unless you are that mainstream audience, unless your game is freaking like Call of Duty, like honestly, what are people playing these days? Back in the day, it was like fucking Call of Duty and sports games and shit.
Whatever they want, really.
Yeah, I mean,
like, what is the mainstream game nowadays?
Whatever people want, really.
Still popular, like. The Assassin's Creed series is still pretty popular.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. There we go.
Like Assassin's Creed. Souls. Technically, it's really popular.
So became mainstream, and that is interesting because it did not start that way. But that is interesting.
It became that because everyone wanting to see what it was like, and then that's it. They just kept going with it.
I kind of remember when it happened too, because Dark Souls 1 didn't really catch on. Dark Souls 2 didn't catch on either, because it was like, it was actually harder to like than Dark Souls 1. Bloodborne came out, and it drew some more people in, but it didn't really grab as many people because it was a PlayStation exclusive, so it did lock people into like one system. But it did gain popularity. But I remember when like the Dark Souls series blew up, it was Dark Souls 3, because all the memes came out of because Dark Souls and Bloodborne have built up enough hype.
But it started with Dark Souls 1, because I remember whenever I would go into GameStop, Dude Bros would be buying Dark Souls and Demon Souls, because it's like, oh man, bro, I hear about the difficulty in this game, bro. People say I should play it, bro.
You forgot to add the word "dude" in there somewhere.
It was very common when I was in because I would frequent GameStops, and it was very common to see that.
That is interesting, because here's the thing: I don't see a lot of Dude Bros playing. Usually, it's nowadays I see a lot of nerdy dudes, really nerdy dudes, getting into Dark Souls, because they are the ones who are wanted to delve into the lore and
I still enjoy that meme that I fucking posted. Where it was a Lay's potato chip bag, and dude, Dark Souls fan be like, dude, look at this fucking lore. It's just the back of the bag.
I think I do remember that.
And it's you're not wrong. That's pretty much it. Where it's I have to pick up an item and fucking read everything on it to understand the lore.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm very much so into it for the rewarding gameplay. I've gotten enough lore. I've gotten most of enough of the lore from watching videos about Dark Souls before I even played it. So I already knew a lot of the stuff that was going on when I actually did get around to playing Dark Souls. But now that's what you call them, I don't know if I'll be able to do the same thing, but when Elden Ring comes out, I will probably try to delve into the lore of that, because it's not already something that's going to be fleshed out and I would have been spoiled on. I want to buy that when it comes out. You know, the second row didn't
Yep.
have that as well. It was more of a straightforward story.
Yeah, Sekiro was very much a... I think you could read some stuff to get some extra lore, but it was very much... like, the story was a normal story.
Mm-hmm.
So, Doki Doki Literature Club will be censored on PS4 and PS5.
Wait, they're bringing out they're bringing out the fucking the pussy. Yeah, pussies.
Coming to
Indeed.
consoles.
But they're bringing it
Yeah,
to
they're
consoles?
changing. Yeah, they're changing all the blood to, from red to black.
Oh my fucking god! Really,
Well, as someone who was playing Danganronpa, don't you fucking just be happy that it changed to fucking pink.
Well, here's the other. Actually, here's why Danganronpa doesn't bother me with the pink blood, and why I actually think I love it. And it's because Danganronpa is a super stylized game, like hyper stylized, from the way characters move to the way they look. Like, everything in that world is very stylized, and the pink blood goes along with that very well. Also, it's by a Japanese developer, and Japan is notoriously strict on blood and violence in video games, which is really weird to me. But, like, things like Resident Evil and stuff have to be censored in Japan for them to be released. We only get the uncensored ones over here. They're like us with nudity. We censor nudity, they censor violence. But a Japanese developer was of course making it especially for the Japanese market. How do you do that? You change the color of the blood. Well, we already have this super stylized game, so the pink blood just kind of fits. Like, it just looks like it just goes with the style.
I could agree
Like,
with
if
that.
you've ever actually looked at Danganronpa, it's like, it looks...
Yeah, I've looked
like
at
that.
it. I can agree with that.
Whereas this, it's like, this is just a generic anime style. Like, it doesn't work to just have black.
Honestly, yeah.
And even then, black is kind of a weird color. At least pink is also a variety of red. So you can kind of gather what it is. Like, black just looks like they have a void. Kind of like Dragon Ball Z. Where they just had, like, someone gets punched through and there's just a black void in their stomach. And it's like, that just looks weird.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Honestly, you know what? It's just like if Sony keeps up with this, I'm just gonna freaking like, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna call it. Just go fucking PC Master Race after I'm done building it, and then be like done.
Don't worry. It will be uncensored on the Switch.
That's some horse shit. How is fucking Nintendo let's censor nowadays? So Nintendo
like,
with the king of censors in the past.
Nintendo is just like, what? Yeah, whatever. Like, does it have like a bunch of tits and stuff? Okay, well, we can't have straight up sex, but anything else, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Like,
yeah, that's why, like, honestly,
that's
dude,
pretty much all they care about now is like, it's not straight up tits. Yeah, or like straight up sex. Yeah, we're good.
yeah. Honestly, dude, like, fucking, I'll just I'll just build like a fucking for the next generation. If Sony keeps up with this trend and refuse to do this, like when the next generation come out, if there's a next generation, there probably will be though. But when next generation comes out, I probably will just skip the PlayStation 6 and just go PC Master Race and just say fuck it, like, like I don't. Cause like it's just ridiculous what Sony has been doing lately. Maybe I'll like fucking I don't know. If there's I might buy like I don't know. It's kind of hard because like Sony has exclusives. That's what keeps me coming. It's the only reason why I haven't bought an Xbox, because like anything like once I'm done building my PC, anything that I would want to play on Xbox, I'll just play it on my PC. But like Sea of Thieves and all that stuff. Because like there are some good games on that side, but I can also access them on PC, and I don't want to spend like freaking like $1,500 on a PC and then turn around and then spend like $500 more on Xbox, to like just to play the exact same
Holy
games that I can play on my PC.
Holy shit!
I'm not that much of a
real quick.
what?
Julian, I just found something extremely useful for crafting classes in 14. Is Julian still there?
I mean, I
He's not
don't.
responding.
No, he's fell asleep.
Did he?
Yes, you did, because as soon as you responded, you stopped running into a wall.
Oh. I was gonna say, without the camera on, it's harder to tell.
Yeah, I saw your streak because he was like running, and he was just like running in circles, and running into stuff, and just like kind of running into invisible walls, just kind of like running over and over again, like just kind of running there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's asleep. But then as soon as I say, yeah, I think he's asleep, he's like, no, I'm not. Then he turns around and starts running.
But no, like, there's when you get to higher level mining.
Look who's back!
Julian.
Look who's returned to us.
Oh, did Omni come back?
I just hopped in. I ended my stream.
So Omni, actually, this is something cool for you as well. I found something for Final Fantasy crafters. Well, specifically for mining. You know how some of the stuff's on a timer in game? Someone made
timer.
Yeah, where you can only get certain
gathering.
materials at certain times.
Yeah.
Someone made it to where, like, I can look and see, like, oh, this material pops in 2 minutes 30 seconds in this area.
In
And
game,
it
like
actually-
a website.
It's a website that is actually tracking the in-game time at all times and tells you when it will pop in accordance to your real-world time.
I don't know which website you found, but to be honest, like 2 nights ago,
ff14clock.com.
I found another website that did the same thing. I was looking for tea leaves, and I was like, how do I fucking find these tea leaves? And I just accidentally found that website, a website that does a similar thing.
Yeah.
But yes, if you can link it, like, I would appreciate it, because it is.
I
incredibly
will
helpful.
absolutely link that, because you can even add like notifications, so it will set off an alarm.
Oh, that's helpful.
That's like when it's available.
It might actually make me use the in-game timer, because there is a timer in-game. Also, Jock, I was watching your stream for a little bit, and I saw like Julian's avatar just like standing there, and then start walking into a wall, and I was like, oh, this dude's passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went
Bobby
sleepy
said-
vibes.
Bobby said it's a timer for spawns for mining, botany, and fishing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
This game,
Yeah, it was
But
funny. You saw
Uh,
as soon as he was asleep, he was like he just stopped. He stopped doing it, started running. Like, he stopped running to like the wall and stuff, and started running. To
yeah,
the right.
he thought we wouldn't know just because there's no camera, so we can't just see him slumped over.
And he probably wasn't expecting me to be actually watching his stream.
Yeah, because I had to pause, so I just had chat open. But
Yeah, there's 3 people watching, man. We're 3 strong. We're the army right now.
but
I don't know I don't even know how accurate that is, because it was showing one person watching earlier, but Bobby and Daniel were like commenting while it was showing one person was watching. So I don't even know how accurate that is anymore.
I had a similar thing as well for like the last half hour. It said one person was watching, but there was this new dude and Lag was watching as well. So I know there was at least 2.
oh my god.
I don't know. It's hard to count on those on those
oh no.
viewer counts. They're
oh god.
super unreliable.
Oh god.
How you holding up, baby? You doing good?
Ugh.
This might be time to call it.
Who?
yeah, I
Like,
think
Julian's not doing too hot.
Goddamn, when your imagination runs too far. Oh god.
It's
I think it's time
called
to
a
call it.
daydream because you passed out for a second, bro.
No, I saw no.
No, 'cause you were,
while
like,
Omni was
legit dreaming.
while Omni was talking about that thing. Somehow my brain suddenly thought of it's like he's eating like buffalo chicken for some reason, and it's like buffalo chicken.
Julian.
You can see like the fucking shit around his. You can, like see the fucking sauce and everything around his face, and it's like chicken's flying out while he's and it's like he was just
Julian.
done eating and he was
now why would
talking about
Omni
it.
be eating
Julian.
buffalo chicken?
Julian.
I don't
That's
know.
different.
You were
I don't
having
know.
a
I don't
dream.
understand my brain.
Julian,
process.
Julian, you were having a dream. I don't know. It was a weird dream, but you were having a dream. You were passing out. Just
Yeah,
in the stream.
because fucking I can't even remember what Omni was talking about. Just, all I remember is this fucking.
Because you were asleep.
I was talking about eating chicken wings. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't.
he was enjoying his wings.
It
on
definitely
stream.
wasn't about eating chicken wings. I know
Yeah, it
that
was. I
much.
was even talking about.
It was not about
Chicken
eating
wings.
chicken wings. It was.
You don't
I
know
think-
that.
Actually, wait. Now I
You
remember.
came in
he was
talking
talking
about him eating chicken wings.
He was talking about how weird it is. It said we had three people. We had three people streaming earlier. It's like, but I don't know.
It's not when he came in.
It's not at one point. No. Because I remember that's when I started thinking about the stupid chicken wing thing.
No, you heard three people streaming what I said.
Falling asleep in the middle of him saying that.
You heard three people streaming. What I said was Wingstop be slamming. It
No.
sounds very similar.
Yeah.
That's definitely not what you said. That's
what I said.
definitely not what you said.
100%.
Yeah, dude, he was talking about
Yeah,
chicken
I'm
wings,
still
bro.
surprised Wingstop was delivering in this late at night, but they were.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I have a coupon, so you know.
You guys,
Oh,
I could rewind my own stream and check
the
this. You know?
late night coupon.
I can
Yeah,
rewind
yeah.
my own stream
Yeah.
on YouTube and check what you said.
you'll hear him say that
Nothing
Wing
about
Street
chicken
be
wings
slamming.
until
Yeah,
after I
it's-
brought it up.
Yeah.
It's a streamer luck coupon. Like it works in Fortnite and it works in Wingstop. Those are the only two places that it works.
Y'all want to bet money that I know what you that I'm wrong?
Yeah, I bet your money that I was right.
And that seems legit to me.
I'm glad we agree. Thanks. Put it up.
Yeah, Julian kept threatening to hurt me tonight and everything.
Yeah.
He threatened both of us. You see how poorly he treats us when we are not around.
They will,
Are
when he's not around, I've threatened you both when he's here.
He's
See how
when I'm
poorly
around,
he
he's
treats
usually
us
a lot
when
more
we're
horny, so that's probably what
Yeah,
happens.
I know, right? I know,
So,
right?
yeah,
He's
you
too busy-
distract him.
He's too busy talking about how he wants he wants you to wreck his butthole.
Yeah, butthole
Yeah.
wreckage. That's the life sometimes, man. Tell you
Okay,
what.
everybody, stream's over now.
How was Mario Golf, by the way? Before we end stream, what did you think of it?
I like it. I'm not good.
I fell asleep during it.
I'm not good at it. Actually, no. When I fell asleep when I stopped playing the golfing parts and fucking went back into town trying to get new fucking golf clubs. But I it's like I'm understanding the mechanics of this, but holy crap, I'm not good. Holy crap, I can't. The part I'm not very good at is the I can't
Putting?
get the spin on the
all
ball
of
right.
it.
Talk to Lag. Lag, for whatever reason, is naturally good at this. He just does that thing where he gets in his own way and fucks up real bad, and then I win. But he's actually really good at the game.
Because at first in one round I was doing really good, and then near the end somehow I accidentally fat fingered a button, and then I went from a putter to
Which
another
was
driver,
glorious.
and then fucking drove the ball into the rough, and I had to knock it back out, and fucking went from winning to losing in one instant. I was so I literally
Which
almost
was
fucking just
glorious.
quit the game right there, but I said no, it's not gonna beat me like this.
So you were dominating, is what you're saying.
I wasn't dominating. I was at least 1 point ahead. All I had to do was just not get bogeys, and I got a double bogey because of the fucking driver. I don't remember if I finished that round or if I quit. I think I quit after that because I was just living.
Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, if you get a chance, play this game multiplayer. Lag and I had a blast playing it together, and then he said he played it 4-player with his wife and his brother-in-law and his girl, and they had a wonderful time. He said that's the best way to play it. So if you get a chance, do multiplayer.
I mean, that makes sense. But
Okay,
if I wasn't doing other stuff in Final Fantasy tonight, I would have played.
it's fun. We went in without doing the story mode or training or anything like that, so we were just
Oh my god,
hoping
Alec
for the
Blam.
best. Oh, did you see
Story
that
mode's
TikTok I sent
boring.
you?
Just watched it now, Alec Blam. That's my fuck.
Oh, so
There's-
Omni,
there's-
how was FF1?
Really good. It holds up really well. It's a little esoteric, so I have to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. So I got to talk to more NPCs. But in terms of gameplay, in terms of balance, in terms of lag, getting killed, Lag's the only member of my party that died. He died twice.
Black
It was,
Mage?
yeah, he was a martial artist. So I named my
Oh,
characters
yeah.
Omni the warrior, Lag the martial artist, Chat the white mage, and then Lukta, my Final Fantasy 14 character, was my black mage. and we were all pretty much dominating except for Lag. I had to get a better weapon in his hand, and he died twice at different spots.
Is he the martial artist?
Yeah, martial artist is not.
And you gave him a weapon?
Super great. But
Yeah,
you shouldn't give martial artists a weapon.
Martial
Why
artists
not?
shouldn't get
They-
weapons. They have to fight barefisted unless they're still better. But until
he
they
has
become black belts, they're pretty much glass cannons.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I put nunchucks in his hand
But
because
that's-
I like the idea of the problem wasn't him hurting people. The problem was him getting hurt.
Yes,
He
like
would-
I said, they're glass
would just-
cannons. Until they become
Yeah.
black belts, they're glass cannons.
Well, I don't know. I'm playing this game blind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
super
That's
blind.
what. Exactly. That's
why we're
if
not
I was
telling you
there, I
anything
would have told you
about,
not to pick
how to get any of that,
not
but-
to have such a class.
Yeah,
Yo.
but let him play in. I mean, he's gonna learn on his own, like the
Yeah, I'll try-
pros
I'll
and
try-
cons of the character class.
Yeah, the game was like he has better like his attack goes up if you put this weapon in his hand. So I was like, okay, I'll do that, but I'll try to take it out and see what happens. I don't have a
Yeah,
problem
I
doing that.
really don't like the font in the Pixel remaster.
I didn't have a
Yeah.
problem with it.
They're-
I like
It's
it was-
very tiny.
well. I have a big ass monitor. You know.
Yeah, because I've seen online like there's ways to fix it better.
Yeah, you could adjust the resolution. The other
Yeah.
thing is that the soundtrack is slamming. Like
the soundtrack's
for real,
always been great, and they did a fantastic job on this one as well. Like,
Yeah, they said the original composer rearranged the orchestra or the score for the game, and you can tell that it's popping. Then they're using real instruments. Well, it sounds like they're using real
Julian.
instruments to me anyway. It's
What?
really
Julian.
strong.
What?
You're forgetting to end the stream. You
Huh?
said you were ending the stream.
Because you all
Yeah, we
keep
should-
talking.
Sorry.
You all
Anyway,
keep
I
more
recommend Final
topics.
Fantasy. Yeah, the Pixel remake is good. Comparatively to other versions of it, I
I-
can't speak to that, but on its own,
I would say PSP version's probably still the best.
Like,
That's
forget the
also-
industry. I didn't forget shit.
You know, opinion. But they use like 3D model type stuff.
yeah,
Which is
I'm not.
kinda neat.
I'm not saying there's an emulator of it, but I mean, like, if you got one, it works.
I mean, yeah, if you got one, go ahead. There's also a GBA version that's pretty fun.
Anywho,
Not the original NES. Don't play that one.
do not play the original NES version.
Because I don't know if the
Final Fantasy
Pixel... Does the Pixel remaster have Phoenix Downs?
yeah. I got Phoenix.
Okay.
Downs.
Because the original NES does not. They did not exist. If a party member died during a dungeon, you were just screwed.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
was
run all the
running
way
into
back to
that problem.
town. and
Either
revive
White
it
Mage
because-
has... Either White Mage is high enough level and you've bought Revive, or
which barely worked.
SGG.
Which never,
Well,
which has a percentage of not working in the original.
Yeah.
game.
I had to do that anyway, like a couple times, just run because Lag died a couple times. So like we had to run and get out of the dungeon and get them. But eventually, I was able to use my head and get through that dungeon. So it was pretty rewarding. I liked it so far. It shouldn't take me too long to finish it,
No,
But it's-
Final
but
Fantasy
it's-
1's
but it's
a
good.
pretty short game.
Okay,
At
I'm
least
done.
by nowadays RPG standards.
Okay.
Pretty short.
Okay, thank you all for watching episode Lazy Game Guys. Thank you for watching me suck at golf, as usual. Like us on Twitter, descriptions for Twitter and the Discord are now in the description box below.
And join us every Wednesday night. You'll also normally hear Omni as well, which you can go follow him on Twitch TV.com/OmniJam.
And join Jock on whatever random day he decides to stream next week.